They can see us and hear us.
Yeah, they can see us and hear us.
Okay, cool.
No
I was
one-
like,
no one do
if
any
you know that,
noise.
then we're good.
Okay, good.
Wait a second. Nobody told me that we were going to be live.
We're live.
Chat, if we peak or anything is too loud, please scream at me and I will fix it, because I literally just added the input capture just right now, this instant, so...
Okay, but don't scream too loud, because then you might peak.
Okay, that's my thing. I don't want to scare... Yeah, okay, guys. Don't yell too loud. Anyway, hi. I need to go look at chat, because I...
So, yeah, what's happening,
really
everyone
good
in chat? What's this 1,613%?
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Excuse
Just wanted
me?
to touch base on that one.
Thank you so much.
Professionalism, ladies
Sorry.
and gentlemen,
Sorry about
and
that.
newbies.
Sorry.
Hello and welcome to our very first episode of our very first campaign on this very new channel of Stories Told. We're all very excited to be here, me especially, and I think chat as well. We are going to be playing Monster of the Week for you, and if you are a patron, which you should be, you will have already seen our session 0 where we made all of these wonderful characters. Otherwise, I guess you get to be surprised.
Mm-hmm. How exciting. Let me open up the Roll20 all fancy, so we have that. But really quickly, Hannah, would you just like to introduce Stories Told as a concept, as a theory?
Hello, friends. Several months ago, myself and the wonderful Bread Witchery, Harley, had an idea that we loved doing these shorter, like very narrative heavy, really fun roleplay games, TTRPGs, and we decided, hey, let's do this. And so we have created Story Told, which is a TTRPG channel, which has a rotating cast of streamers, all of your favorite people. We want to be on here sometime soon. And it'll focus on inclusive and diverse casts and telling a whole bunch of different stories, hopefully smaller ones that maybe you haven't seen before. And we have so many plans in the works. We're so excited for you all to find them out. And if you want to be the first one, there's always Patreon. That's like where the first info is all the time. And then we also have Twitter, and we also have a Discord. If you want to hang out off stream and discuss the campaigns, we have a new Discord that you can join. I think that's the main things that I can.
That's fair. You've covered it extraordinarily well. And then
yes,
this campaign is Monster of the Week. It's like a spiritual successor to our Monster Hearts campaign, most of which is on our YouTube now, if you check the panels. And we have the same cast, because I just love role-playing with all these people, because they fill my heart with joy. But yeah, Monster of the Week is a very Monster of the Week TV show inspired thing. And I'm sure Blue Jay will take us on a wonderful adventure. It's going to be exactly like Supernatural, I think. I'm going to have an angel boyfriend. There's going to be weird queer baiting. It's going to be just like Supernatural, I think.
I literally took the scripts of Supernatural and I just changed the names so we don't get sued.
So like the only 2 characters do anything. Like none of the other 2 do anything at all.
Yeah. It's basically just Tom and Harley, and Bella and Hannah are just here to cheer you on. No, because there's Monster Hunter Angel Boyfriend, other Monster Hunter who is also demon blooded, which I think would be Hannah, and then God, what's another like?
A random woman that is here for a season and then that's killed off.
Random love interest.
Yeah.
And then I'm God, which I think is also
I like that, yeah.
Supernatural.
If you like this overlay, by the way, everyone, thank you for complimenting it. I did it. If you like it, please give me a kiss in the chat. I would appreciate that. Just on the cheek, but thanks. Anyway.
And then on the off chance that for some goddamn reason somebody doesn't know who all of us are, let's run through and introduce everybody. Real quick, can we start with the forerunners of the channel? Harley, can you introduce yourself to if anyone doesn't know you, I guess?
Yeah, hi, I'm Harley, aka Bread Witchery. I play narrative-driven games on my stream. I'm really loving FMV games lately, so I'm probably gonna play a lot of those. I am also gonna be streaming at like 1 a.m. GMT tonight, so in like 4 3 hours. I've been doing some Among Us with the other ladies at my talent agency. So that'll be super fun. But mostly I play narrative-driven games. And I'm on Twitter as the same thing. And yeah. Thanks.
Wonderful. Also, Hannah, you're the second leader of the pack, a leader of the channel. If someone doesn't know you, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Hannah or Louise Hannah, literally on every single social media ever. I've captured it across the board. What do? I play a lot of JRPGs and just stuff like that. Right now I'm playing Undertale and I'm in love with it and it's so cool. And yeah, there's a lot of chaotic but cozy atmosphere in my chat. And yeah.
Wonderful. Not the killed off in a season love interest, but the truest love that we all have. Bella, will you introduce yourself for anyone who doesn't know you?
Yeah, I'm Yellow Spoon Girl on everything. I do a lot of just chatting streams and I like making stuff and talking about stuff at the same time. I just talk a lot. I'm Yellow Spoon Girl on everything. And yeah, I have a good cat too. That's it.
Wonderful. I have a dog that's likes to play with squeaky toys right when I'm on my mic. It's the best. Last but certainly not least, Tom, if anyone doesn't know who you are, please introduce yourself.
My name is Tom, and I stream at Unsanity Live on Twitch here. I've been doing that for like 12 years or something, and I'm also on Sandy Live on other things such as Twitter or Facebook, I guess, if anyone even uses that. I got
you had it here, 40-year-old single moms, if you'd like to check out a cute guy's Facebook. Bring him into your parents'
Facebook
team.
users in your area. I got a comment recently that was literally somebody going, "Oh, I saw your Facebook post about going live. Thanks for posting that." And I was like, "Oh, you use that. You're the one. This whole platform's for you."
I mean, I feel like the conspiracy theory nature of this show lends itself to Facebook more than any other social media.
Honestly.
I mean, if there's going to be conspiracy theories anywhere, I feel like Facebook is where it will spread the most.
Oh, yeah. I studied on Facebook just for this campaign.
If you don't know me, I guess, I'm Blue Jay. I am a GM and player in many an RPG show. I am also a professional cute person. And yeah, I guess that's, it sums it up pretty well. That's just me. Tom from MySpace, Tom from Facebook. Yeah, so if you did not catch our previous show, we did a Monster Hearts show. It is on the Stories Told YouTube. If you did miss it, it's wonderful. So please check it out. We are running this show in the same universe as it's like how Vampire Diaries and the originals are in the same universe, but they're not necessarily with the same main characters. There's crossover, but it's a different set of characters. So we are all playing a different set of characters. This time I'm playing all of the characters except for the ones that these four are playing. But it is set in the same time, like 5-6 years later. Later enough that things are
in the same way that Monster Hearts was like 1990 something. This is like 2000 and something. It's before 2010, but that's about
an X at the end of the year. Like we don't know. It's a fictional year. The year is fictional and the world is fictional. But still, things are monstrous, just like Monster Hearts and Monster of the Week. Things are monstrous. Let's see, how should we start? Do we want to introduce the characters out of play first, or do we want to introduce them?
I like in play.
Okay.
Especially, it'd be fun.
All right, let's do that then. So, we're gonna start an episode.
Okay. Everybody, please give Blue Jay your energy in the chat. Everybody, she feeds on your enthusiasm, so just give that hype.
I mean,
just give it over.
Really, the person they ought to be giving the vibes to is you, Harley. I would like for you to start us off by describing Madeline. She's sitting. I'm assuming there's a desk. So in her office. So
Yeah.
describe Madeline for us, like visually. She's at her desk. She's in her office. Can you describe also what the office looks like?
Absolutely. Just as Tom breaks his webcam for me. Thank you so much, Thomas.
You're welcome. Don't worry. I can move it. I don't know how I did that. That literally should not happen. No idea how that transpired.
I am just because it's not about you, Tom. Okay, it's my moment. Finally.
Oh,
all right. Anyway,
yeah, okay.
Madeline is in her mid-20s. She has hair just like this. I got a pretty good wig for it, which I'm happy about. She has pretty heavy eyeshadow on that's brown and brown lipstick, just lots of browns. She dresses usually in like a waistcoat and button-up when going to work, and has the classic teacher lanyard. And she also dresses in very like Audrey Hepburn kind of styles. It is 2000 and something, but she perpetually, just ever since being a teenager, has dressed like Audrey Hepburn, basically. And she is a little bit frazzled. She has like a pencil behind her ear while also holding a pencil, and will then like lose a pencil while she's holding it, and has one in her hair. And yeah, she's just sitting at her desk. I like to imagine she is constantly very upright and has like orthopedic everything, even though she's like 25 and perfectly healthy. She's just like, everything has to be perfect, and I have to be a certain distance from the screen, and like all of that. So that's her. She also always has a magnum on her because she's a big fan of like not open carry, just like carrying a weapon, and it's legal to do so. She keeps that thing on her. Anyway,
I love that I thought that was an ice cream. Like my British head was like, yeah, a Magnum ice cream. That's cute.
Hey,
Fair enough.
hi. So your assignment has been a bit late. I was wondering, is there anything going on at home with this? Here, have this. There you go. You enjoyed that. Oh,
Melted
vegan are you?
ice.
That's all right. Got that too. And she like pulls it.
So lovely.
Literally.
Is your office one of the like small, cramped things everywhere office, or is it like a spacious bookshelves, like everything in its place type office?
I like to imagine that her office is in kind of like a dilapidated part of the university campus, and she got really excited, and they were like, yeah, we know you're just a graduate TA, but we've gotten you your own office. You don't need to share it with like another teacher. It's your own office. Isn't that amazing? And then it's just like two desks in a room, and hers is like far at the back, and she just can't use the empty desk because she isn't allowed to. And it's just very like, it's very long, but it's very short is how I imagine it.
So you're sitting at the proper distance from your very large 2000s monitor, and I'm assuming grading some papers, and you hear a light kind of hesitant knock at the door of your office.
Come in.
The door opens part way, and a head pokes through. It's not someone you recognize. It's definitely a student-age person, but she's probably closer to your age than she is to someone just out of high school. She has a blonde bob that looks kind of shaggy at the ends. And she has dark shadows under her eyes, and she kind of pokes her head into your office as though she's not sure whether or not she should be there. And she looks around and then catches your eye, and she says, do you have like a last name that you would be referred to as a teacher? Like
Valentini.
Miss Valentini?
Yeah, that's me. That's the name on the door. So that's, yes. How can I help?
Okay. She like opens the door the rest of the way and kind of closes it behind her, but she's definitely standing like with her back to the door. Like she doesn't want to intrude too much on your space. And her body language is very like closed off, and she's holding her elbows in right next to her waist and kind of just playing with her fingers nervously. And she steps a little bit forward and says, what's the professor that you are the TA for? What's their name?
Oh, that's gonna be Professor Pendleton. Yes.
Okay. Professor Pendleton didn't have any office hours, so they told me that I should come and talk to you.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it depends, about what. I can help with most things. Or if you just want to chat, we can just chat as well.
It's not really homework, but I know that I'm taking classes online, which is probably why that you don't recognize me. Night school and stuff. I wondered if you knew anything about mummies.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm quite interested in mummies and that sort of thing. What was your name again? Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I'm Olive.
Olive. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm quite familiar with mummies. Not as much as I'd like to be. Not as familiar with Brendan Fraser as I'd like to be. Like the film,
She doesn't
The
laugh
Mummy.
at all.
It's some films. They are really good. They are really good. You should watch them if you want to. Anyway, but yeah, familiar-ish.
What about so I can people just become mummified?
No, it's more of a process. It happens first when someone dies. Basically, the embalmers would then embalm the body and take out all the gooey bits and and put them in jars, and take out all the organs and then wrap them up with various oils and
Is there-
vitamins, and
So you're sure that that's
it has to
you
be
haven't heard
done to
anything about that
somebody.
happening, or like are there any stories about
People just spontaneously having all of the organs fall out of their body and they're covered in wrappings and oils? No. I don't.
And she kind of like she looks down at her hands and kind of like lets out a long sigh, and she says, "I didn't think so."
Is this to do with? Are you trying to write something? I'm so sorry. Unfortunately, mummification is something that happens to a person. Petrification. If you were writing something about petrification, you could do that. That can happen.
Is
quite
that
suddenly.
something that would just happen to somebody like spontaneously, like all of a sudden?
Well, it would be cast on them. So like a spell or like a Medusa would go, but not spontaneously.
I meant like
No.
in real life, not like magic. That's not something that
No, people, no. Is this what is this about, Olive?
I don't know who to talk to. I thought maybe like I've asked everybody that'll listen, and she like comes a little bit more forward as you express your like curiosity or interest or sympathy, and she like stands like in the center of your office, which is not like large. It's just this thing at my work. I work at the hospital, the mental hospital.
Okay.
And one of the patients, it's just like they say she just died of old age, but I found her, and I've never seen that happen to anybody. And the police are just saying that she died of old age, and the doctor just say that too. But
what did it look like?
I went to go check on one of the patients. She doesn't have any next of kin, so whenever I'm leaving my shift, I always go in and I check on her.
That's so nice of you.
And I walked in, and she always sits in this chair by the window. And I walked in, and I went up to her, and she looked like a mummy, like the kind without wrappings or whatever, like from.
So like all dried out, sort of. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the day before, she hadn't, and I swear that she was still looking at me. It's crazy though, right?
I mean, finding a dead body is really, quite frightening, Olive. And it may be that your imagination is sort of exaggerating what she looked like in the minute. When someone dies, they do.
I saw her the day before, and she didn't look like that. And they're all telling me that I'm just like exactly what you're saying.
I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm afraid there's nothing that I can think. I don't know anything medical. I'm just I think it might just be I know like that's what you think you saw. It's just that the shock of finding a dead body can really exaggerate what you did witness. And I think maybe because you know about mummies from your readings and that sort of thing, you've just attributed it to that. There's nothing that can do that to a person that quickly.
Outside the office, leaning against the door with their ear pressed to the doorway, we see a school janitor. Tom, can you describe your character?
Okay. My character goes by the name Victor. You don't really know if that's truly his name or not, but he likes to be called Victor. and doesn't want you to know anything about him. He's a little nervous. He's a little agitated. He's always on the lookout for different things because he's got this thing going on with monsters. He's been rooting around on forums. He's basically a conspiracy nut. Just I can't say it any other way. That's just him. he's
So,
ready.
Victor is pressing their ear to the door. They've heard all of this. Do you do anything when you hear Madeline just kind of shut this girl down?
I would like to just open the door and come in. Like,
Okay.
just rush in.
So Olive like jumps and
Yep.
immediately like turns around to look at you. Madeline, do you react in any way? Is this something that happened before the janitor party?
Yeah, I like to imagine that it is. I like to imagine every single time that someone comes in, they're like, yeah, I'm like really scared. I'm like really nervous. Like I get the cold sweats in the night. He like bursts in every time. He's like, is it vampires? It's like, no,
An
they just have
article.
anxiety. Hi, Victor. This is Olive. Olive, this is Victor. They're the school janitor. They are in my office sometimes.
Yes.
Victor, how can I help you?
Hi, I heard normally about what you guys were talking about, and I just wanted to come in and say, yes, I believe 100. I have so many things I can show you about mummies. I've written articles. I've studied this for years. If you need anything,
You
I got your
believe
back.
me?
Absolutely. They're everywhere.
So Victor is once again, just he is. I can't do this. Victor does enjoy the same thing that I do, where it's of the stories of mummies and that kind of thing. Historically, Victor, I don't think that you are familiar with mummies. Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite mummy, Victor, from history, from ancient Egyptian history?
Well, nobody knows their real names.
I can't act in these circumstances.
I'm so sorry.
Name one mummy.
Name one mummy.
I'm sticking by not naming any.
Okay, well, Olive, Victor is, if you would like to speak with somebody about the stories of mummies, you could speak with Victor, but I would recommend still, as your primary support network, the police and the emergency team and your parents.
I've already talked to the police. They were at the hospital, and the doctors, the medical doctors at the hospital, and they all tell me I'm nuts, but I'm telling you what I saw. And if this person believes me, then, and she like turns to you, Victor, she's just, we have to do something. I'm afraid that this is going to happen to someone else at the hospital, or
Yeah. If
Okay.
we leave this in the hands of the police, everybody's gonna get hurt. Mummies are gonna come for us. We have to stunt this now before it spreads.
Okay, Victor, I am going to have to tell Mr. Pendleton that you've been, fraternizing with a student in this way, but if you would like to speak with Olive, you can. I can't stop you.
I will. Let's get out of
Okay,
here.
as
Let's
long
go
as
find
you're
some
still
true
you
believers.
you are booked from my class though, please. Later today, remember the halls outside the class. I don't know why you keep avoiding. Is it that you don't like Oscar Wilde? Is it?
You're talking about. I mean, I'm not really a student here. I just come in for stuff that's interesting.
No, I know, but one time I did mention. I remember you were dusting in the back of the classroom. Do you remember? And I mentioned the portrait and the likeness of Dorian Gray in the portrait, and you hissed and you did leave the room very quickly. And I'm just wondering if the subject matter is uncomfortable to you. I can book another janitor to be doing.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I can listen. I got headphones. I'll tune
Okay.
it out.
Okay.
really thought that, I don't know. Thanks anyway.
Yeah.
And she like turns to you, Victor. Olive turns to you, and like there's this like when she turns away from you, Madeline. There's this like, of course you didn't believe me. Like why would anyone believe me? Kind of look in her eyes. And she turns to Victor, and she's like, "Do you have, I don't know, like somewhere we could go, like books or something on this? I just."
Yes.
Okay.
And
The
I'm gonna-
library on campus, Victor.
No,
on
I'm
campus?
no. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slip her a note, and it's a little post-it note, and it says like, "Meet me at room 283," and room 283 is clearly just the janitor's closet.
I feel you should probably just clarify Victor's age, just for purposes
Yes.
of not being very creepy.
Sure. Well, he is. He is student age.
So
Okay.
they're like 21, 22-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Victor's 21.
This is our Goodwill Hunting janitor.
Yeah.
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 Sure.
So
Exactly like Good Will Hunting.
Olive follows you out, and we'll have a little bit of like a skip. Like you both go to janitor's closet, and I'm just gonna like take control. You load up the cryptozoology website that you're the cryptozoology, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Website that you're the like moderator / creator of, where you have all of these like forums and message boards, and currently active, like you have like, it's like a Reddit where you have a list of like active users currently active on the website. Somewhere else, wherever you happen to be right now, Tuesday, is Tuesday. Can you describe, like, one, are you on campus using computers somewhere, checking your cryptozoology website, or are you off campus? And then, like, can you just describe to us like what your character looks like?
I would probably be like in the corner of the library, like where the computers are, the furthest back away from everyone you can go. And she's kind of like in this pretty like sundress, it's all flowery, but she's got a leather jacket and like Doc Martens on, kind of just like probably eating a sandwich or something, just kind of in her own little zone.
And checking the cryptozoology website.
Yes.
For any updates. So Olive is leaning kind of over while you're sitting at your very small desk in the janitor's closet. And you're like looking up different articles that you have about like mummy related incidents, and you see that Tuesday is online. Would you like, oh, my friend Tuesday, let me just check, or is this not like?
I would immediately bug them. I'm sending them a DM, just like, hey, I found another possible sighting of the Bandage Man of Cannon Beach.
The little
ladies will know.
AIM chat room like
Yeah.
pop up. Yeah. So Tuesday, you get this message from Victor, which is very excited and frantic about the, I don't know, Mummy Man of Cannon Beach.
I'd probably reply being like, okay, calm down, first of all. So tell me about it. Like, what do I need to know?
And then I'm gonna turn to Olive and be like, so what did you say again? I didn't hear much through the door.
One of the patients at the hospital that I work at, she was fine one day, and then the next day she was just like totally, I don't know, mummified, just like all of the like just everything out of her skin. And I could swear that she was still looking at me, like she was still in there. It was just awful.
Okay, I'm just gonna relay that straight over AIM.
Okay, that's horrifying.
Yeah.
Are you on campus right now?
Yeah. We're in my office.
Oh, okay. I'll come to you, and I like shove the sandwich like as much in my mouth as possible, and just like grab my rucksack and take off.
Awesome. So we have Tuesday and Victor at the Tuesday and Victor and Olive at the janitor's closet. Magenta, you're not a student here, correct?
I am.
You are?
I thought she was. She just also
Okay,
works.
sorry. I didn't remember she's a delinquent. That's the only
That's
I'm a delinquent student.
I was just like, is he like student? No. Delinquent? Yes. There's only two options. One or the other.
Victor's the weird one that hangs around campus.
Yeah, he's the creepy one.
All right. So let's just say, for shits and giggles, that on your Tuesday, on your way to the janitor's closet to meet up with Victor and Olive, our client, as it were, you run into Magenta. Magenta, can you give us a quick rundown of like what you look like?
Yeah, so I have like medium purple hair. I don't wear that much makeup, just kind of low key. I wear a lot of like flannels and cargo pants. Just want to be comfortable and sort of hidden.
Okay. So flannel and cargo pants, equipped, purple-haired Magenta is exiting one of her classrooms when Tuesday just like rolls up looking frantic and hurried on her way to the janitor's closet.
Oh, hey, hey.
Hey, what's up? Where you
Um,
going?
just meeting a friend about a thing. You know,
Would
how
you know that Victor is her cousin?
I don't think I would. I don't think we'd have talked about Victor.
Okay.
Yeah, what are you, have you got class today?
I'm not doing shit. Can I come?
Um, I mean, you definitely could. I don't know.
Okay, let's go.
I was going to, okay, I was gonna try to talk you out
It'll
of
be like old
it's-
times. Let's just hang out. Let's
I
go
don't
to the
know if it
thing.
will. They're a unique individual.
I like unique individuals. Usually they are more willing
Tuesday,
to
you're
invest.
thinking about like how Victor said that he was in a closet with a scared young woman, and it seems like you should probably get there faster than slower.
Well, okay, I guess we're doing this. Okay,
Let's just run. Let's just run there.
okay, let's run. Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Oh God.
So, for some reason, running through the halls, some students like look over, but most of them are wrapped up in their own business. Tuesday and Magenta finally get to the rest of our, except for Madeline, group in a
I'm
closet.
busy being a professional in my extended closet.
Oh,
of a work
realism,
room.
realistic person. And Olive and Victor are looking at the computer screen while Victor is probably going on about all sorts of different kinds of mummies and mummification. And then Tuesday and Magenta get there.
Oh, welcome. Everybody come in. Come in. Come in. Come in.
Oh, what's
Get
up,
in.
Victor? How do you know
God damn it. Why are you here?
what?
Wait,
How,
wait, what? Victor, you know Magenta? Wait,
Yeah.
how do you?
Oh.
How do you know each other? What the fuck? That's my cousin.
that's your cousin?
Yup.
Yep.
Yeah, we did acid together like 4 years ago.
I want to forget about that.
And that's why Victor.
Wait. Okay. Well, I know Victor, and Victor, I know Magenta. Like Magenta and I used to go to like middle school together.
Yeah, we go way back. This is so weird. How the fuck do you guys know each other? You guys are like just different, you know, to say. the least.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a secret forum that I was running.
Dude, you know I'm not gonna squeal. What's going on?
Okay.
What
Are
are
we
we gonna do?
are we gonna
Yeah,
tell
no.
Magenta about the secret forum, or are we gonna move on from that and tell
let's move
Magenta
on.
something else?
Yeah, it's okay.
It's literally on the computer screen. It just says like crypt. Like I think is the website called Pseudosociety? Like that'd be really funny to me.
Yes, if it's pseudos.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the website, it's just like big, like kind of like slime looking letters, like pseudo society, like
And I-
right there on the computer screen.
The closet is so small that there's like no way it can be blocked because Bella is
No.
like directly behind.
Shoulder to shoulder, 100%. The
Yeah,
door's
we're
closed
very
and everyone's
close.
starting to get sweaty because it's way too hot and it's a closet.
So what is this? Is this like a wiki onion or what?
No, it's a lot. It's okay. We're trying to help people. And
Yeah.
right now we've got a problem because I'm gonna have you know. Tuesday. I'm gonna have you know. Remember last weekend when I was talking about the Bandage Man of Cannon Beach? We might have our very own Bandage Man of Cannon Beach right here in town, and if we're really unlucky, maybe a Fairfield, Texas mummy. Okay, I don't know what to do.
What gang are you talking about?
No.
I don't.
Because
Okay,
you know,
so
like,
we're gonna approach this in a calm manner, Magenta and
Okay.
Victor. Basically, what they're saying is that have you ever believed in a conspiracy? Like any of them?
Definitely. There's so many that are true for sure. But
Oh,
they throw fake
exactly.
things out there to like throw you off and make them all look stupid.
Exactly.
It's why flat earthers exist, you know? It's like they're trying to it's one of those things.
Yeah. So there's like, like monsters and stuff. We've just been
Okay.
trying to find
Yeah.
a monster.
Like a
I've tried
real
this-
one.
I've tried this so many times. I've tried explaining monsters, and it's the same thing every time.
Just
I feel like we need a new
Victor, just
word
slow
other
down.
than
What is-
monster. I
what-
feel
what
like
do you
maybe
mean?
monster throws people off.
So are you talking about somebody covered in toilet paper? I'm just so
Sorry,
confused.
Okay,
sorry.
that's-
Can I just stop you? I mean, I get the reunion and everything. It's just like actually a kind of an emergency, I guess. I mean, she's dead, but like,
Yeah,
Hi.
sorry. Who are you?
I'm Olive. I'm
Okay.
the one that Tom went away forever.
Tom,
Tom,
back to us.
Did I
Tom.
die?
Tom.
How does this happen?
You got sucked into the
Literally.
deep web.
Literally. it's my fucking stream deck. Something's hitting it. Sorry.
I'm well, I came to campus to talk to Professor Pendleton, and then Professor Pendleton was too busy, so he sent me to talk to Miss Valentini, and well, she didn't believe me, but Victor was eavesdropping, and they believed me, so now I'm here. But one of my patients at the mental hospital that I work at, she got turned into like a mummy-ish, not like with the wrapping. I don't think this Cannon Beach thing, like not like walking, shambling, but like one day she was just this, nice old woman, and the next day she was just dried up, kind of, and everyone is pretty much treating me like Miss Valentini and saying that I was just seeing things, but I know that I'm not just seeing things. And I just wanted to see if anyone could help me.
I mean, yeah, we'd love to, I think.
Sure, I'm bored.
Well, it's kind of serious, Magenta.
I do serious things when I'm bored.
Okay. I'm sorry. Um,
So are you accepting the case?
yeah, I think we're accepting it.
Good.
Then I think we need to make our first roll of the session.
Oh.
Boy, can't wait to see how I
Oh.
get dragged into this.
So when at the beginning of each mystery, the chosen has to roll plus weird.
Oh, that's me.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody else or
Um,
just the chosen?
I don't know if anyone else has a start of the mystery move, but if you do, let me know.
It's a failure. The
Oh,
first roll of
great.
Use your luck on it.
Yay.
Make it perfect.
Let me. I think you still mark experience in this game when you fail. Let me just check.
Tom, maybe check if you do, because I feel like the flake might. I don't know.
Yeah,
Says
mark
it's-
experience when a roll totals 6 or less.
Yeah, I
Okay.
got the same.
Okay.
First roll of the game.
So on a miss, something bad is going to happen to you. Okay. So you roll plus weird to see what is revealed about your immediate future. Do you have visions?
I do.
Okay. So this is probably kind of happening to you while Olive is going over what happened at the hospital, but you suddenly see the hallways of the hospital, the linoleum floors, the fluorescent lighting, and you get while she's telling you, she walked down the hallway to go check on her patient, Miss Thorpe. You see the back of her head going down the hallway kind of in and fast forward, and you see her approaching the back of the chair, but when she turns the chair, or when the camera of your vision turns around the chair, instead of seeing a random stranger mummified in the chair, you see yourself, mummified in the chair. And then the vision like immediately ends.
Okay.
And then Tom, did you have a beginning of session move?
I don't think I do. I don't see anything listed.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure that we don't forget any of the. Oh, if
I
you
think it
had
might have been.
taken,
Yeah, I think it was an optional
if you had
one,
taken
yeah.
connect the dots,
Yeah.
but you did
Yeah.
not. Okay.
Yeah.
I think this is serious. This isn't. Yeah. How can we get to? Sorry, where are you from again? Olive.
Did we name what the town was that the mental hospital was in Monster Hearts? Because I don't remember. If
I
we
don't think that
did.
we did.
I
don't
just
think
thought it was like in the Baines Falls area.
Yeah, I thought it was like a
like
village outside of Baines Falls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like, it's the hospital. It's just outside of Baines Falls.
And wait, can either of you? Can anyone here drive?
No.
I
No.
know.
I can
took the
drive. You?
bus.
You could. Okay. Well.
I have a car. Just don't look in the
Nice.
trunk, please.
Well, actually,
What?
in this game, you have to have taken a car. In your like a car is a gear that
Yeah,
can
you took
get.
like 50
Oh.
guns, Bella, so you don't get a gun.
Oh,
Never
I
mind.
did
My
too.
car is out of commission, but I have a lot of weapons.
The one person who did take a car is
Oh, no.
Madeline Valentini.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So we have no car.
Yeah.
Do we know anyone who has a car? Anyone?
That one
You
teacher
just have
lady.
friends.
Like Victor's
Yeah.
like stared at me in the parking lot and seen me get
I
into
think
it. Just
I
to
think
make
my-
sure she's not flying away.
Just to make sure. I think that one teacher that has a car.
I mean, we could take the bus. It'll only take like 2 hours.
No, I
2
want.
hours.
Oh.
What?
It's a waste of time.
God.
No, not 2 hours. We're monster hunters, but we still have a schedule to keep. Like.
She's like always trying to prove how nice she is. Let's just ask her if we can have a ride.
Yeah.
She'll say yes.
We might as well.
She
You
just
know.
want to be that kind of cool teacher
She
sometimes.
wants to be the cool teacher.
She's
so
not cool
Yeah.
with me.
Well, you can sit in the back and it's fine.
Yeah,
You're just
don't let her
annoying,
look at
dude.
me. Whatever.
That's all it is. You're just annoying.
No. I'm
So
just
ask her. Why do you
misunderstood.
need to not talk?
Let's leave. Let's go. Let's just go then.
Okay,
Okay!
you can't leave. Okay, someone has to leave first before you storm out of here because we're just too crushed in this small closet. Okay.
Okay, well, the last person to come in was Magenta. So Magenta leaves first, and then Tuesday, and then Olive, and then Victor can finally get out of the closet. Victor, please get out of the closet.
Fine.
And you all shuffle back to the office of Madeline Valentini. Are you still like in your office, or do you have like another class?
I like to think that I was like heading to the class that I was talking to Victor about, the one where I'm doing Dorian Gray.
Oh my god, perfect. So you go to her office, and Madeline's not at her office, but her schedule is posted very clearly on some very organized board. And so is the classroom like nearby? It's probably close to your office, or like, okay. So you find what classroom it is, and all four of you are like crowded around the door of the classroom, and Olive goes, "Are you sure this is okay? Like, maybe we can." I mean, she's bit it.
Why
Let's
do you
have
want an adult
Tuesday ask or
Olive?
something.
And as we can see, the homoerotic subtext between Basil and Dorian is typical of the period with the muse and
Who's gonna go in and
Just-
ask?
I'll just push the door in and yell at her if you guys aren't gonna do anything.
I mean, I
Shit.
can
Just
okay.
have Tuesday do it. She's less of a nuisance, you know? You're just
Oh
gonna
my
push her off.
God,
I
fuck.
don't-
That's a good point, actually.
Oh,
You
was
should
yelling
do
about
it.
fucking Mothman and Sasquatch? Like, just chill.
Yeah.
okay?
I mean, if we want to get the car, I probably shouldn't talk to her.
Oh god.
Tuesday,
okay.
just go do it. Everybody
Oh
likes
my
you for
god.
some
Okay.
reason.
And I'm gonna knock on the door, and then like push it and enter, and just be like,
this is like a big like lecture hall.
yeah, yeah,
People.
no,
There's, like-
yeah.
What, like 30 to 50 students?
Yeah.
Can we go to your car, teach?
Hey, hey everyone. Miss V, sorry, Miss. Yeah, could I?
Is
I was sent to you by like another teacher, and I just need
was
a
it
word with you. Yeah,
was-
it was.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Mr. Daniels, what is he like? He is so class. He is Mr. I'm so sorry, everybody. If you can just write down the answers to the questions. Mr. Daniels wants something from me. When doesn't he? This is so embarrassing. Okay.
Yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
Daniels is. Yeah, come on.
Okay, yeah. And I
Yeah,
walk on
okay.
over. I'm very excited. I'm
And
like,
then
oh
as-
my goodness, my crush. Oh my god, okay.
As
Oh,
soon as
no.
she's
got a
out the
crush on
door,
Mr.
I'm gonna
Daniels.
like shut it behind her and just be like, okay, I lied. And that's fine because it was a white lie that will turn into something positive.
A white lie means that it was a
You enter
minor
the
lie.
hallway. When you enter the hallway, Madeline, you see that Magenta and Victor and Olive are all also outside.
What's up,
Uh,
Teach?
We just
And I know Magenta, but I don't reply to Magenta because I know Magenta.
really need, so there's like an emergency and we just really need a car, like stat. Would we be able to borrow yours? Maybe?
What's the
Yeah.
emergency, Tuesday?
Why? I told them about the mummy.
Tuesday, what's the emergency?
Oh.
Tuesday?
This chick is like really upset and needs some help, and
Okay, is it Olive? All right, I really think that maybe it would be best if you took Olive to the counselor rather than on
I
a
don't think
road
we
trip.
should dismiss Olive's like issues. I think we should like face them head on.
Taking her to the counselor would be facing the issues head on Tuesday. That's
You
what
know-
counselors do. Counselors at universities are very good. They listen to the students. I've never heard of anyone having issues with them.
Nothing.
fill their
Okay,
heads with
you need
lies.
to. Yeah.
So Tuesday, you get another flash of like yourself in like all mummified in this chair, and you get this like surge of, I don't know, anxiety and adrenaline. Like you know that it's your like fate that you have to figure out what's going on with this.
Okay, like I really, really need that car. I just like I can drive so well, and like and we have a member of the faculty here to help us and assist us, and I just like really need this from you. And I like I do so well in class, and
You do. You are Tuesday.
I
You
do.
are. You are. You know. You are my top student, and
know.
obviously, you have come to me in the past and that kind of thing. And I do trust you. It's just.
Miss Valentini, what if Olive kills herself because she's so sad that we didn't get the car? You
Yeah.
wouldn't want to do that, would you? You
Oh my
care and
God.
stuff, right?
okay, I don't think this is the road we wanna.
You care. You just give us the keys. You know Tuesday's not going to do anything. She doesn't even drive the speed limit. She's always 5 under. Like, let's just...
I'll be okay. All cards on the table. All right, students. My car is in. You know, it's not the most reliable of things. It's one of those you have to give it some personal love in order to get to work sort of thing. So I don't like giving my car to
What if
anybody.
you just came with us and then we could just sort it out? Like the kids are
Where are
gonna
we
be fine.
going? Where is it to Dairy Queen? Is it taking her to her parents' house? Where
Yeah,
are
we're
we?
really...
Have
we
you
really
heard of
want the car
Baines
for Dairy
Fort?
Queen.
It's like Baines
Baines Falls. That's the town like
We're-
2 hours
yes,
or out. right?
Yes. And if you do not give us the keys, I will hotwire your car.
Victor,
Victor,
stop doing that to cars.
Gotta go.
Okay, Victor,
Victor.
I am gonna have to write that. Okay, so you know
No.
I have been
He's
keeping
not
track
even
of
writing
these
anything.
things that you
You don't
say,
need to copy
Victor.
that.
I'm sorry,
not
it's
even a
just
student.
number 58. Victor has threatened to hotwire
Victor,
a car.
just speak
I
less.
will
Wait,
explain
what's,
that to them.
wait, that's number 58? What's 1 to
tell
57?
the
Victor,
others.
what are you doing?
Number 1
just calm
threatened to force feed the hamsters in the biology class Cheez-Its until they exploded.
They
Number
needed
2
food.
claimed that I was a member of MK Ultra due to the
You
fact that
are. You are.
She could be. She could be. She has the face.
Okay.
Okay, let's
Maybe
go to
maybe
some-
I thank you so much for all of your help, but I really think that whatever you have going on right now, I need to go find someone more serious to take on this.
We are
issue.
so serious,
No,
Olive.
no.
Olive, we are so serious. I'm so sorry. It's just Miss V, please, please. Miss V, please. Please.
It turns into a musical episode. You can always roll. You can always roll against the. You could roll persuasion. You could roll to persuade Miss V.
I'd love to roll to
Roll
persuade Miss V.
Do it.
Because like
What would I-
she wouldn't give you the
Charm?
car. Like,
It would be charm. It would be roll plus charm. Yes.
Boom. 6. Another failure. I'm really.
Cool.
This is just a repeat.
Okay. Okay. So on a miss, it's up to the hunter to decide how badly you offend or annoy them.
Oh
they
my
mark
God.
they mark experience if they decide not to do what you ask.
Oh.
So you get experience for your failure, or you can choose to mark a point of luck and get a 12 plus on this.
Use it.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
oh
You know
my
what?
god!
Yes.
Can Blue Jay, can you explain
Yes.
luck to the audience?
So
please?
in this game, the monster hunters are inherently lucky. In a way that if a regular person went up to a monster, they would probably die. A monster hunter has an amount of luck that makes it so that they're more capable in fighting monsters. Now, when your luck runs out, you become doomed, which generally means that you're marked for death, as it were. In the case of the chosen, like Hannah, it means that her fate or her destiny, her doom is going to come and find her. In the case of Hannah, that means that her loved ones are dying, and she's also going to, bring the source of all evil to being. So it's really good that Hannah's the one
yeah,
spending
glad you
her
used
luck.
it on this car, Hannah.
So with a 12 plus, if they do what you ask, they mark experience and get +1 forward.
Fun. Okay.
And then do you have something that you do when you get when you use a luck point?
When you mark luck, you trigger your playbook's luck special. When you spend luck, the keeper will bring. Wait, what?
It should say on roll 20 on the luck special bit.
When you spend luck, the keeper will bring your fate into play.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the fate of the chosen. Let me get it to you. This is so much more complicated than Monster Hearts.
In Monster Hearts, it was like, please do it. No. What if I kissed
Yeah.
you really hard? Oh, okay. Then I guess I would do it.
Okay, so I think we're still working on your fate, and like it's just my bad that I haven't really gone too far into it, but I feel like I'm bringing your fate into play, throwing something from your fate at you. You sense within yourself, Tuesday, this sudden like unlocking. Like you've always had nightmares that were kind of like prophetic, and you've experienced visions in some way throughout your life, but you can see in this moment that ahead of you there are two paths, and one of them leads. It's like the Doctor Strange line from Endgame. There are like 14 million options, and one of them is the one where we save the world. And you're like, if we don't pick this specific branch of your fate, like if we don't go with Olive and figure out what's happening in Bane's Falls, then you just know that there will be like a domino effect of horrible things that will lead to like your and everyone else's imminent demise. So like you just get this like swamping of intuition where you're like, yes, we have to do this. And you know also that Madeline is somehow involved. So Madeline, you have the choice. It is always a choice in the case of persuading another player to do what she asks. But if you do, you will get a point of experience and +1 to your next roll.
Can I do it? But can I be like, yes, but like with one condition? Can I say that and I still get?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to say yes. So I'm going to mark me that experience.
Can I also just quickly ask, if I fail but turn it into luck, do I no longer get the experience?
Sorry, what?
So if my roll was to fail but I use my luck,
Oh yeah, you
does
don't get the mark experience
Okay,
for
cool,
the failure.
cool.
It's null. Yeah.
Okay, so Tuesday, when it comes to going outside of campus with a bunch of students in tow and a faculty member in tow, it's a little bit frowned upon unless it was for faculty purposes. So if this was a club field trip, or if you had an assignment that you needed to do in Bane's Falls. So are you in any clubs at the minute?
We could be a club. We could do a club, right? Victor?
Yeah, club.
Magenta? Yeah.
Yeah, we
Okay,
anime.
what club are you?
Pseudosociety.
Yeah, like my
Hi,
website.
Pseudo Society.
Like your what, Victor?
Nothing.
Pseudosociety Club.
Pseudo Society. We
Okay.
study a lot. We do
So for
some
like
important
pseudoscience and that kind of cryptids.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Real science.
So I think that I could, yeah. I do need to finish this class, but after that, then I will take you to. Okay, I will. Yeah, I'll take you to the hospital.
Victor, I'm going to offer you something. I don't think that this is a move, but I want you to do it anyway. So I will give you a point of experience if you will surreptitiously pull the fire alarm to end the class early.
Absolutely. I was genuinely thinking about locking the door and leaving, but sure, let's pull. I'm pulling the fire alarm.
That's what I'm choosing to do as GM because
My
I can do
class!
whatever I want.
Let's go.
All right, so go ahead and narrate yourself.
Oh,
So you hear Madeline saying something about like she's got to wait till her class is over, and like you look at the clock and it's been like I don't know 10 minutes.
I've got the solution. This is so easy, and I just run over to the fire alarm and just go.
Do I see this happen?
Let's go.
Should I roll for if I see this happen or
I
not?
hope not.
How
I'll cover him.
are you
do it.
attempting to be sly at all,
I am.
Victor? Okay.
I'm sneaking.
So I would say, is there I think it would just be like investigate basically. So you just roll plus sharp, and if you succeed, you can see it, and if you don't, then you don't.
Okay, my sharp is 2, so this. Oh, I don't want to use my 1 forward on this. Is that okay?
It's your next roll. I know we did it wrong in Monster Hearts, unfortunately.
Oh, then never mind. I don't want to try and notice. I don't care. I'm too busy looking at Tuesday.
Okay, so you're having a conversation with Tuesday and you
Yeah.
don't see Victor. Run over to the fire alarm and pull it down, but you do hear the alarm start to go off, and then like the psh of all of the sprinklers on the ceiling, and all of the students hear it, and they like suddenly like pour out of your classroom with their like book bags over their heads and like yammering at each other, and someone's like, I don't know, what did you smell smoke? Like I have no idea. And they're like cacophony in the hallways immediately.
Well, I
Wow,
guess
must be a fire. We better leave now.
yeah.
no time like the
Crazy.
present, hummus.
Oh,
Let's go.
hummus.
I love hummus. Let's go.
And I am imagining all of you just like sort of pushing behind Madeline a bit, and she's just kind of like walking outside as you all push her.
So, Madeline, can you describe to us your very cool car?
Yeah, so it's like this may be an issue due to the quantity of students. I was gonna have like a VW bug, like a little red
Oh, boy.
VW bug. And it's super beat up. Like it's like she was so committed to get like a nice like a vintage car that she was like, I'll buy it even though it's like only like $2,000 and I can't get insurance on it. Whatever. So it's like I imagine like super scratched up, and it takes like forever to start up, and I don't drive. I'm non-binary. I can't drive. Okay. So I don't know where cars break. So feel free to just give it any kind of aspect that you want that a broken car would have. Bad engine? Maybe that's how it works. I don't know.
I was just watching a romantic comedy the other day where the way it broke was every time that she tried to lock the door, the handle just fell off, and she kept it in her purse.
Love it. Yeah, lots of smoke when I started up as well, like Doug said.
So you all come out to the parking lot, and Olive is looking like she's somehow, even though she's been scarred by seeing a patient mummified like in the last day or so, she's looking scarred like even by this, kind of just like a very small person. And you walk out to the parking lot, and in the marked spot that you get with your office, there's this beat up red VW bug that definitely wasn't made to fit 6 people, but whatever.
How many people fit into a VW bug usually?
4, 5 maybe.
5.
I want Victor to sit on Magenta's lap.
Say, I call the middle seat.
Ew.
Whatever.
Not like that, like on your knee or something.
Yeah, but he's my cousin. That's just he smells.
You're
you know?
weird.
Gross.
That's a little, okay.
So you're just piling into the car?
Like a clown car.
I was
I
thinking.
let
of
Tuesday sit
cramming-
up front. Tuesday doesn't have to like bundle in the back. Tuesday can sit in the front.
Oh,
Oh, and then the
Of
3
course she
rest.
gets shot
Yeah.
down.
Victor can go in the boot.
Oh, okay. I'll sit on the roof.
He strapped you down.
Tie him in
Yeah, like a canoe.
like a
No, it
canoe. Yep.
So are you gonna be like gathering any sort of like tools or resources? I will just say, in the case of Magenta especially, that I believe you took a very large weapon that you definitely can't just have on you at all times. Oh yeah, so
Do
Victor,
you guys want to pick up my assault rifle?
your
Your
hunting
what?
rifle you can't just have on you, so it's not hidden. So if you wanted to take that, you would have to go get it. The same with Magenta. If you wanted to take your weapon, it's not the assault
Madeline
rifle.
won't stop you if you try and take weapons. Madeline's one of those dumb people who's like, who cares if someone has a gun in a subway? It's probably fine. They're allowed to
I'll
just
just
have it.
hide it in the back of my shirt, you know.
You
An
can't
assault
hide an
It's
assault
an
rifle.
assault rifle.
I'll put it together when I get there. I'll keep it in parts.
Oh my God.
Just in my pocket.
I love imagining it like a
Magenta.
bum bag, like a fanny pack, just full of assault rifle bullets.
So Magenta, you took when you built your character that you had a shotgun, a big knife, and an assault rifle. I'm going to say that unless you like stop to gear up, you do not have a shotgun and assault rifle on your person at all times.
I always have the knife, so maybe
The
I'll
knife,
just.
yes, the knife you
Okay.
have.
Do you guys want to pick up my assault rifle, or are we chilling? What are we thinking?
I don't
Wait,
think
what?
that I don't think we need.
We-
an
yeah,
assault
probably-
rifle.
I don't
think
know
it would
what-
fit in the car.
Just like I don't want some mummy to kill us. You know, I want to defend myself.
There's
It's
no
okay. I got my piece. We're good.
You got your what?
Your
What?
piece? What does that mean, Victor?
Nothing. I shut up.
You learned how to make a gun on Reddit, and so you think you're strapped?
I might have.
God.
What's
What's interesting,
Reddit?
what kind of gun did you make? And I'm gonna pull out my like incredibly good quality Magnum and just like wave it around in Victor's face and be like, "This is my one. I like the silver. It was sort of polished. Like I got some engraving done as well. My dad did that earlier. Is yours like engraved or?"
I love that you're a teacher and you're like, my gun's the best gun.
Why would you?
Why do you all
Why would you
have
engrave
guns?
it? If you engrave it, you're literally putting proof that you shot it. Once you kill somebody, like they're gonna know it was you.
Yeah,
I
that's
keep
right.
this for
You put your name on
self-defense,
that.
Magenta.
Oh.
I don't.
Yeah, mine's
What else
completely
would
off
I
the
use a
grid.
gun for?
I just don't know
I
why
think
you would put your
it's just
name on it.
allowed
If you
to-
don't want to. You want to be able to chuck it if you need to.
I'm sorry. Whose car are we all loading into?
Oh my god.
That's
Yours,
true.
sure.
That's true. That's true.
I would
Yeah.
like to also say that if you want to have your special weapon on you Tuesday, then you will need to pick that up because I don't think you have a chain sword on you.
You know,
The infamous keyblade.
It's a belt. She uses it as a belt.
that would be so cool.
Holy shit.
Do we have time to like stop at like maybe we could go to like a drive-through and then my house,
Are you hungry?
Are you hungry?
like McDonald's,
burger.
and then my house.
I could go for some McDonald's.
I love a
McDonald's. Okay,
I
you
like
can
the
get
fries.
McDonald's, but you will have to pay. I'm not paying for your McDonald's, okay?
But you're not paying for it. Well, what
What?
if we paid you fuel after this and you
Okay,
pay
if you
for
pay me
McDonald's?
fuel, I'll get your McDonald's.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe she is nice and not just pretending.
Okay, so you we'll just like skip forward just a little bit. Do you live in an apartment? Do you live in a house? Do you live in the suburbs? Where do you live, Tuesday?
I live in like a student flat apartment type of thing for sure.
Okay. So just like student apartments, okay. So you roll up to Tuesday's building, and Tuesday you go inside to get your chain sword, and the image that we get is Victor and Olive and Magenta in the back seat, probably like I think that I'm just gonna say that Olive's in the middle, so hanging out of both windows on either side while the car is idling because you can't turn it off because it might not turn back on again, is Magenta and Victor eating, I don't know, French fries and coming down the stairs like just happy-go-lucky with, can you describe what your weapon looks like? And if you have do you have a case for it, or is it just like, here's my weapon? Let's note, everybody, this is an alternate reality where monsters and things are real, and someone coming down the stairs of their apartment with a chain sword might not be the weirdest thing.
Wait, does everybody know that monsters are real in this universe? Because Madeline doesn't believe in
No.
monsters. Oh, okay. I was just
No, I'm just saying that it's alternate enough that
Right.
a teacher having a magnum is not necessarily the weirdest thing
Okay.
that's ever happened,
It's a
in the
bad
same
scene.
way
like, danger
that, like,
levels are up. Okay.
Yeah. Just like
Um,
because people have been like disappearing and weird shit has been happening, but it's all just like the murder rates are up, you know.
It's not like a full sword. I think it's more of like a dagger kind of thing. But Tuesday's kind of a loner and probably doesn't have many people around, so it's probably literally on like the kitchen counter next to like her cereal bowl from that morning.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not in a case at all when you come down the stairs and back to the car.
No, I don't think it is. I think it's just like maybe tucked under the her leather jacket. She's just like holding it against her, just like, yeah, okay, cool.
All right, so you get back in the front of the car and are now equipped with this weapon. Does anyone like mention it or notice it? I feel like Tom,
I would just jump.
because of your history, this sigil or symbol of the sword, the dagger on a chain, the handled sword, is something that you might be familiar with.
Okay. I would absolutely then, if there's any type of insignia on it, I go, where'd you get that? Where'd you find that? Where did you procure that instrument?
Just like some.
She never told me.
Well,
Maybe
I
the
didn't
forum.
know about your whatever.
Yeah, well, my whatever is just a pistol I made out of PVC pipes, so I didn't think it was of note.
Well, actually, that sounds like you've got quite a lot of talent, and maybe you should have told me.
Thank you.
We could have made cooler stuff.
But what about the thing that you have that I'm still thinking about right now?
I don't know, like I just kind of like it's
What?
like a DIY, but also like a friend kind of helped, but it's
Oh, you made it? Oh, that's cool. Never mind.
oh
Damn.
I think like just because this is the weapon of the chosen,
Okay.
it was
it's-
definitely something that you didn't just make with your friend. I think it was like my vision led me to this.
yeah, but I don't think I want to tell him that.
Okay, I just
Yeah.
want to make sure. Like, so you're intentionally lying.
Yeah.
Do you
Okay.
have to roll to do that, or is it just
I could
No.
roll.
no?
I won't
okay,
roll.
I'm fine without if that's the case.
I mean,
Okay.
you could roll to know she's lying, but she doesn't have to roll to lie.
I don't think I would pick up on her lying. I think she's a trustworthy enough person that like
Okay.
because we've interacted before where I'm like, you're the one person that knows about what I know about and interacts with me. So dang. All right. I'm taking it. I'll take it. I'll take the story for what it is right now, but I'm gonna keep an eye on that thing. I'm gonna just
Oh
keep peeping
yeah,
it.
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean,
Yeah.
you can use it sometime if you want.
Can I
Okay.
can I have a request of who is the clumsy who's clumsy out of like anybody here? Are any of you clumsy as characters?
Are you asking that in character? No, I bet.
No,
I'm
out
clumsy.
of character. Are any of you clumsy as characters? Is Victor
It's
clumsy?
not actually a stat.
No,
right?
no, just like as a person,
No.
you think they're kind of clumsy
Yeah.
or messy.
I'd be clumsy and messy. Both.
Can I
100%.
request that you have to roll something to see if you get McDonald's all the way through my car? Like how badly you spill your food? Or can I do
Sure.
that? Yeah.
Do you want me to roll on like what would that be? Like my
Luigi, what
charm
would that
stat?
be?
I'll do it. I have
let me
negative
just-
charm.
Let me just see. I don't know that it's charm. I feel like it's keeping your either keeping your cool throughout the bumps of the
Okay.
car ride.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'd roll cool.
Okay.
I'll roll cool,
Okay.
and we'll see what happens.
I don't know what
Sure.
Victor got. I don't know what he got from McDonald's, but
Here we go. I'm gonna say I got a Big Mac with extra sauce.
Come
I
on,
drink.
you can be the
Extra
first
sauce.
non-fail. Okay, well,
No.
Okay.
It's a failure.
Oh my god.
So Victor in the back of the car. In this case, you're on your way to the Baines Falls Mental Hospital. In the back of the car, there's like a bump or something. Maybe you go over a pothole.
Mm.
And Victor had been bringing the Big Mac up to their mouth. And when you go over the pothole, the burger and the insides literally slip out. And now you're just holding two pieces of bread because you had too much sauce on it. So now the burger and tomato and whatever else was on it is just all over the back of the passenger seat and passenger side floorboards.
Victor, why do you have to eat like a fucking 5-year-old?
Shh! Don't say
What's
it.
happening?
Pass me,
Is everything
pass me
alright?
that patty. Pass me the patty.
Holy
I can-
shit, it's
Shut-
everywhere. This
No!
it's everywhere, bro.
No, pass it.
I mean, sorry.
Sorry,
that
what's
is very intact.
like
We were-
Madeline's like playing like Cascada, so like can't hear everybody. She's like vibing out with Tuesday, being like, I love this one as well. It's like every time we touch, yes, it's good. I'm like vibing out with Tuesday, trying to be cool.
Oh yeah, we're fine. We were just talking about a
Yeah.
movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Miss,
no
Miss,
worries.
do you want to fry? And I like, you know, when you like hand it over the gear stick and you're just like trying to shove it in the driver's mouth. Do you want it fries, Miss?
Yeah. And I try and bite the
Yeah.
fry out of your hand.
Yeah.
And this is weird.
Totally fine.
Can I have another
All of
one?
it is
Sorry,
just
can I have
sitting in
another
the
one?
middle
Is
of this
there more?
chaos,
Yeah.
looking like she's never regretted
Don't-
decision more in her entire life. Um, but we will roll up on the mental hospital, and there's definitely it's the shot of this bright red VW bug rolling to a stop in front of this massive, imposing kind of stone building, and the sky has, over the course of your road trip here, has become more and more foreboding. And like the second you know stop and park, the clouds just let go with rain, and there's that like classic lightning bolt as we look up to see the like mental hospital sign. There's just like the lightning bolt in the background and the crack of thunder. And I think right now there is a good place to take our first break.
I think so. And also after break, someone has done like 3 pieces of fan art already. So
Oh my
I'll show
God.
Amazing.
that off, I guess.
It's
yeah.
amazing.
It's really good. But yeah, we'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes. Which one? Just so I want to run the screen for.
I don't know, 10 minutes.
I'll do 10?
Give me
Okay.
more time to make up shit.
Okay, so it's a 5-minute countdown, but it'll just loop. I'll see you all in 10
Nice.
minutes. Go get some water, pat a dog. Bye-bye, bye-bye. We return, beautiful as ever. Oh my god, goodness.
Welcome
Wow.
to the very first episode of Pseudosociety Part 2. We are just rolling up to a mental hospital, which is where all of these characters belong.
Yeah, and just before that, I wanted to show off some fan art that Terragrim did, if that's okay. Dear beloved audience, this is going to be kind of janky because I haven't
so
got
good.
this set up to show files yet. So we're going to have to do, we're going to have that, and then I have to do this. I'm so sorry. And then we do that, and it looks really good. And then we do this, and it looks a little better. Bada bing, bada boom! Terragrim did me with my Magnum. Which is great.
It's so good.
It's so funny. I love
And
it
so
so much.
speedy.
So
like,
quick.
Yeah.
And then there was this, where it's Victor having Olive step into the office with them.
Come on in.
Come on in. And then we have the beautiful conflict of, Miss, can I borrow your car, please? Give me your car, I'll steal it. So, just beautiful. But thank you so much, Terragrim. That's really sweet of you that
So
you whipped
good.
those up. That's absolutely
So
amazing.
fast.
Thank you. I'm so flattered and just like, anyway, yes, back to the story, back to the adventures.
I mean, the fan art is part of the story.
It's true.
Like, I've honestly forgotten a lot of the things that happened in Monster Hearts, but I will never forget Golden Retriever Chad because of all the
I'll never forget the TV
Hell
stealing.
because
Oh
of
my
the
God.
fan art. So thank you
Totally.
all so
True.
much for doing that. They're so good. But yes, last time on, we have the refreshing of all of those moments come up on the after the break, and then we have again the shot of this imposing stone facade of Baines Falls Mental Hospital with the clouds and the crack of lightning and the very close thunder as the clouds finally let go of the storm that has been like, maybe you haven't been noticing it because you've been jamming too hard to Cascada on your way here, but as you have gotten closer to Baines Falls, the storm has kind of formed, and so what used to be like a clear fall day is now just like all of a sudden rain everywhere. As you pile out of the car and run, I assume, into the hospital.
Yeah, I suppose so. I guess you're gonna run on in.
And you enter the building, and it's just like your visions Tuesday. You see the old kind of yellowing linoleum floor, the flickering of the fluorescent lights. A bulb here and there is out because obviously mental health funding in America is really bad. And because of the storm, it's even worse than usual. It's very flavored to Spooky Zone. And at the front desk, I don't know if there's not even funds for there to be another front desk person. When Olive's not here, it's just like, you ring the bell and wait for one of the other staff at the hospital to come get you. So there's no one at the front desk. And like Olive comes in with you, and there's at once her demeanor kind of gets a little bit more like, I'm at my work and I know what I'm doing here. But then you see the transition from that to like, oh my God, just last time I was here, something horrible happened. And the kind of like fear and shock comes back into her eyes. There's this transformation as she pauses in the front of the desk and then turns to look at you all, and it's just like, yeah, so sorry. Do you want to where should we start?
I guess maybe take us to her room. I think that would be good.
I'm just here under a entirely supervisory capacity. All right, kids. So you just do whatever. I'll be taking notes because there's a club, remember? So I'll be taking notes to submit to the head of school. Okay. And I take my book.
Well, ordinarily, we don't allow visitors if you aren't related. But I guess right now they probably already think I'm nuts, so whatever. Yeah, right this way. And she like buzzes, like reaches over the desk and buzzes open the door, the double door to the rest of the facility. And it's still like mid-afternoon, early evening, so before dinner time. And there are other patients like roaming around, sitting in chairs, watching a television that someone occasionally has to go over and like smack to try and get the reception to be better, especially because of the storm. And you pass this, like there's some patients and stuff and other staff who probably like don't pay too much attention to people coming in. Some people here actually have families. And you pass all of this and there's the one doorway at the very end of the hall. And there's not really any kind of like police tape or anything like that because like what Olive said, and she probably reminds you as you're walking, she's like, no one else really, they're kind of just pretending that it was fine, I guess, or maybe didn't seem weird to them. So, they'll probably get another patient in this room soon. So I guess whatever you need to look for, you should. Anyway, it's right here, and she like opens the door. It was just the other day, so nothing of hers has been moved, but she didn't really have, very much in the first place. Her name is Samantha Thorpe, and she's been here forever, since before I worked here. And yeah, and she just kind of like opens the door and
I'm gonna immediately go in and kind of go to look where I was in the vision, like on the chair.
okay. And yeah, the chair is by the door, by the window. There's like a window. It does have bars, but in the same way that like a house that's in a bad neighborhood would have bars on the windows. It's not necessarily indicative of like we're trying to make sure no one gets out or no one gets in. It could be either. There's the chair by the door, and you can see that Olive is very like plainly like avoiding walking into the room. I would say like there is a role to be made if you wanted to investigate a mystery. Or you could just be like, what? Yeah, I would say you would have to probably do the role investigating mystery. And anyone can help. If you wanted to help another hunter with a move they're making, you could roll plus cool, but then you'd have to describe to me like what you're doing to help out.
I'm not helping
So
out
anyone
'cause
can
I'm
roll.
just vibing.
Anyone can roll that's
It's
choosing
Sorry,
to like
Tuesday.
go into the room. If that's what you wanted to do, anyone can make that roll, and anyone can help out. It's just depending on what sharp is what you roll to investigate the mystery, and cool is what you roll to help. So
Can I
like,
go into the room and just have like a look around? But I'm not helping Tuesday. I'm just like having a
Oh yeah, yeah. You,
look. Okay.
I
don't
Don't
wanna
mistake
help.
me.
I explicitly don't want to
I
help.
don't mistake me.
Yeah.
I think you're full of shit, but I would like to look around. Let's go.
Plus success.
my
Oh,
goodness.
11.
so Tuesday doesn't even need help. Fuck people helping.
Get outta here.
So you can on a 10 plus you hold 2. So a hold can be spent to ask one of the following questions. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can it hurt? Where did it go? What was it going to do? Or what is being concealed here? And you don't necessarily have to ask all of the questions right now. You can hold 2 and use those questions at any point. But it's important that your attempts to investigate are plausible and consistent. So you can't necessarily get the answers to all of these questions just from standing in this room. I will give you answers that you could plausibly find from here. So you might not be able to like, I'm standing in this room. What sort of creature is it? Like, what here would be able to give you that information, you know? So you can hold and say like, oh, now I'm doing a Google search or something like that, and that will give you different information.
Do I roll as well, or do I wait until Tuesday's done with her stuff?
Are you also investigating?
Yeah.
I thought you.
I'm looking around the room. I'm curious. I'm not saying it. I'm just curious. I'm looking around, but I'm not helping Tuesday's roll.
God, you're so weird. Yes, you can also make a roll, and you will also have hold to ask the same question.
And I'm carrying one forward, I remember. So
Yes.
I got a failure, even though I carried one forward.
Oh.
Great.
So make sure to mark experience.
Yeah. Okay.
You reveal some information to the monster or whoever you're talking to.
Oh.
So I would say in this instance, I think that the thing that makes that it's most obvious to reveal, both to Olive and to the rest of the party, that Madeline is kind of looking around and maybe like picking things up and not making any kind of move to like, what if there were evidence that you're just like knocking things around and moving things and not even paying any attention to like, what if you're damaging a crime scene or whatnot. So you look like to the rest of the group and to Olive, it's very clear that Madeline does not take any of this seriously, and it's a wonder that she even let you use her car to get here.
It is a wonder, and I bought you McDonald's.
So that's what's evident from Madeline's investigation. But you have those 2 questions.
Is there a list? Sorry, is there a list of like all the questions?
If you have the basic moves sheet, it's under investigate a mystery. I don't know.
It is if you are on roll 20 and you scroll up to the Hunter Moves reference and you click investigate a mystery, it'll.
I don't have that reference. Did you?
Oh, I do. I have on character sheet for roll 20.
Oh,
literally
on the
says,
character sheet.
Yeah, it says
Okay.
Hunter Moves reference, and then I can click like a drop down and it brings it up.
On your character sheet, there's a drop down menu, Hunter Moves reference, and it has investigate a mystery, and you can do the drop down where it'll give you those questions. That is so awesome.
This is a really good character sheet. Just a random, not spons, but like the roll 20 character sheet for Monster Week is really good.
Wait, what? Sorry?
So if you go to your character sheet Tuesday and you go under look, there's the Hunter Moves reference, investigate a mystery, and you'll have
amazing.
So
two
good, right?
holds for any of the questions that are on that sheet.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay.
And like I said, I can only give you answers that you can plausibly find from looking around this room, but you can absolutely, you don't have to spend all your hold right now. You could go do other investigating and use your hold to ask questions then.
I don't I'm gonna use what happened here if I can, just to like confirm the vision.
Okay. So let me just make sure that there's nothing in your character in the chosen that would give you any kind of specific advantage in this case. Yeah, you just have the plus
think so.
inflict harm. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're looking around the room, and even though you've never been here before, it is exactly the room that was in your vision, up to like the whole walking down the hallway to here, you were getting flashbacks to your vision of yourself in this chair. It's the same chair. It's even like the same time of day and the same like flavor of light as you saw in your vision. So it's very deja vu for you, Tuesday. And when you go to the chair, I think without even thinking about it, you sit down in the chair, which elicits a gasp from Olive, who's like standing outside the room watching you. But like you're not even thinking, you're just kind of like going with your momentum. And when you sit down in the chair, you get another kind of vision come upon you because you had this vision at the very beginning of the mystery. I think we can continue with that to answer your question of what happened here. And you see from like your own eyes, and also like there's a way that you can kind of know that it's not you who's watching it, but you're like seeing it in the chair. There's like a duplicate, like you're in the chair and you're the mummified person, but also you know that it's not you. And you see crouching in front of you this young woman with red hair, and she's saying something, but you can't quite hear it. But then she kind of reaches out to you, and the tips of her fingers look like mirrored glass, and she places it on your chest, and you can feel like whatever was keeping you here and keeping you alive all this time is just like drained out of you.
Wait.
And then this woman like backs up and stands up, and her fingers are now normal again. And she walks out of the room. And then you like shake off the vision.
Oh no.
I wonder who that was. Oh, gee.
Oh yeah, Victor, that's definitely
Just what's
yeah.
happening? What happened?
Yeah,
You're
heebie
getting
jeebies.
vibes? Heebs jeebs. What happened?
It was like I was somebody that I like and I don't like necessarily want to go. I don't want to necessarily say I'm having visions because then I feel weird saying that.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it's like I would just like this area is so there's something there is something. I think Olive is right, and we need to if we can look around more or just get some sort of clue.
So like, are you picking up on like a curse, like a mummy curse or something?
I don't know if it's a curse vibe. Is it a curse vibe or is it a something else vibe? Would I have any?
I mean,
Are
how
you
would
sure
you
that's
how would
just-
you
are you sure
how,
that's not
how would you
just-
know what a curse feels like, you know?
I have no clue. I don't know if curse. Maybe just evil thing.
Okay. Well, we'll just look around, see if we can find an artifact or even just a full-on mummy, and then if we do, we'll light it on fire
Yeah.
and we'll leave.
Oh God.
That's how you
Okay.
kill a mummy.
If you say so. Maybe look for like any sort of red hair or like just I don't know, just something weird. Or like I guess mummy stuff. Just I don't know.
That's it.
Just-
All redheads are cursed.
well, I am a redhead, so let's hope not. But
Oh, no.
it's fine.
Oh no.
Under
Madeline's
the-
just like reading like a book that they've got in the room, which probably is like, because it's a mental hospital, there's probably like a sailing pictures book, so there's like nothing in it, and she's like, this
Oh.
is terrible. Oh
No,
my
no, no.
God.
It's a romance novel.
Oh, is it? Oh my God, yay. Okay, cool. I'm reading a romance novel. Oh, Mr.
It's
Daniels.
one of those like Western romance novels, like the cowboy and like the woman living on the prairie alone, and like
Oh, no bandits have ransacked my house. How will I ever reclaim it from them?
Yep. Yep.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Well, I mean, I'd like to investigate the room and the mystery more, if there's anything to find.
There are other like I'm just gonna tell you as GM, like this room is just like there's not a whole lot of other stuff in this room, but you have like a
Ah.
whole hospital, you have other patients, there's
Mhm.
like there's other places where you can investigate. This room is kind of like given what it can.
Okay.
But there's so much more that you guys can do to like try and investigate.
Are
right?
there security
Just look
cameras?
through other
Like, do
rooms.
I see any security cameras kicking
There,
around?
there aren't any in the room, but there are in the hallway.
Okay. We should
Like
go.
none of the like there's not one in the bathroom or in the private rooms, but there are in the public spaces.
Okay.
Did
I
Magenta
say
want to
we
go
go
into
talk to
other
administrator.
rooms as well?
Oh.
Let's just go explore. There's probably other cool shit around here.
Yeah.
I follow the kids on out. They're like 3 years
Olive,
younger than me.
is there any way you think we should go, or anything else you could think of?
Well, I think we should talk to
As
the
the GM, I don't want to be like, this is exactly what you should do. Like,
Yeah.
so Olive can be like, well, I mean, I don't know. You guys
That's
are the
okay. That's fine.
experts.
Yeah, it's
I
our
mean-
first mystery though. We're bad at this.
Don't
Wow.
tell
Just
people
trying to
that. Oh god.
Well, we just formed the club.
Okay, I think looking into the security cameras or the other rooms is fine as long as you get permission from the staff and you're not disturbing
Well,
any
they're
people.
definitely not going to give you permission.
Yeah, right.
Olive stuff like that counts.
Why don't we just break the
I-
security cameras or something?
Okay,
Wait,
please
why
don't
are we
commit
breaking
vandalism.
them?
If you commit
No, we gotta
vandalism, I would
break into
have
the
to report
security
it.
room. I bet they're
You don't
asleep or
have
eating
to report
donuts.
anything.
Well,
Why
I
would
would
you break
report
them?
it.
We
Well, you
want.
wouldn't have to, you know?
Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Wait. What? Okay.
I'm sorry, we
I
had a
mean,
little
I-
pedantry tangent there for a moment. If we'd like to go to the security room, we can go to the security room.
We
What
should
other
either do
rooms are
that
here?
or just talk to staff. Maybe a nurse has seen something. Maybe there's an administrator
Or
we can
other-
pester. Let's
or
ask
other-
around.
Oh, or the other patients maybe.
Yes, who's nearest to the room? We can find out, see if they like hear noises at night or like mummy moans.
What does a mummy moan sound like?
It's like, it's like that.
Okay, perhaps
Okay,
they cannot
alright.
consult anybody who already has existing psychosis because you might aggregate it by asking them if they hear random sounds in the night.
It's all evidence. We gotta log it.
You want to make the patients worse, Victor? Is that what you want?
No, I want to solve the mystery.
You want them to be
And-
stuck here forever?
No, the mummy's very important to me.
If you tell somebody that's going through psychosis, do you hear mummies? They're going to believe that they suddenly hear mummies when it's a fucking radiator. You
Fine,
can't do
you-
that shit.
Whatever. You guys are so good at talking to each other and to people. I guess I'll leave that to you.
Victor, you're
I-
great.
What
you.
are
Really
your
nice.
next investigatory tactics? Can we
I will be speaking to a staff member, and like if
Thank
that
you.
means I walk away from the kids, that's okay. But I
Okay,
would like to
so
speak to a staff
while
member.
while Victor is being told that he shouldn't, like you say something about psychosis, and Victor goes off on a tangent, but you, Madeline, maybe because is there a reason why you're suddenly taking it a little more seriously, or are you kind of just humoring these people?
Because I would like I'm humoring them, and B, if I talk to a staff member, I'm like, maybe the staff member will just straight up say, yeah, she had this condition that makes her look like a mummy, and I'll know like the answer. And I'll
Okay.
just, yeah.
All right. So you turn from the group and go back down the hallway. And probably the first staff member you would run into is there's a nurse that's kind of just like supervising the people in the group area. And they're just kind of like standing to one side and maybe like also at the same time have like, I don't know, notes or a folder. They're keeping busy while also just kind of keeping an eye on the rest of the patients that are in the public area. It's a taller man, black with a bald head, and he's wearing, I don't know what color scrubs, maybe just the usual like teal colored scrubs.
Oh my god, Teal. He's so funny. Oh my goodness.
And yeah, so he's standing there with a folder, taking some notes or looking over something.
Hello, hi, sorry. And I check his little lapel, and what is the name on the lapel? Brian?
It says, it's definitely Brian,
Brian.
100%.
Got it. Brian, is it? Sorry, hi.
Yes.
Yes,
Hello.
hi. My name's Madeline Valentini. I'm here with a group of university students for a psychology course. We're just doing some sort of just looking around, just seeing what it's like in the day-to-day environment. And they were getting a bit scared because they were hearing about one of the patients who had died here recently, a Miss Thorpe.
Oh, yeah, yeah. She was older. Um, so
What did she? What did
I'm
she
sorry,
die
did you
of?
say you were visiting a specific patient or
No, it's just sort of looking around the ward in general. We're not breaking anything or going into anyone's private rooms or anything like that. She
Oh,
says,
yeah.
hoping no one's doing that behind her. We're just looking around in the common areas. We have a member of staff with us, Olive.
I'm yeah, Olive was okay. So the rules are that if you're not related to a patient here, technically you aren't allowed to come behind the doors. I understand Olive, she's supposed to be on a break right
Oh,
now. She
right.
had a bit of an issue. She was very attached to Miss Thorpe. She
Right.
had a bit of an issue when Miss Thorpe passed, and it was recommended that she take a few days. So she shouldn't really even be here right now, much less letting
Oh.
strangers into the facility.
Right, I understand. I'm so sorry. I had no idea. It would be a bit embarrassing for me to sort of just pull them out suddenly now, but they honestly they haven't been doing anything. They've just been wandering around. So if that would that be alright if they just
Sorry,
kept...
you said there are more of you. I really must request that you leave. These people are all very sensitive, and
Oh
any
no, I'd like to try and roll persuasion and tell him no, we're part of
that's
it's sponsored
Yeah.
by the psychiatric ward. It's a university
Oh.
class.
okay. Let me just see. Boo, boo, boo. Yeah, I think persuasion is gonna be manipulate someone's gonna be your best bet.
Okay.
So when you want someone to do something for you and they don't want to do it, which is let you stay here and not make a big deal, you roll plus charm.
Okay. Fingers crossed. I got a failure.
Oh.
No, I snitched on everybody.
Okay, so on a miss, your approach is completely wrong. So mark experience.
Okay. I have 3 experience already.
I
Doing
will,
so
I
good.
will, I will, I will remind you that you can instead choose to use a luck point and make that
No.
a 12 plus. Okay.
This is
I
very
just wanted to-
Madeline to have snitched and
Um,
messed it all up.
so you were saying like, oh no, like we're here as a part of a blah blah blah, and he's like, he kind of very like gent like he has a lot of experience with like kind of like gently urging people to do things they don't want to do and like talk like that's his job. So he very like gently like puts his arm behind your elbow basically or behind your upper arm and is like leading you towards the door and is like, I'm very sorry, but you're actually not allowed to be here. I'll take care of Olive, but and he's like leading you out.
I'm so gonna
The
go
rest
with
of the
it.
people, like you're in the hallway. You're at the other end of the hallway, and like I don't know if you had decided to like, oh, we're gonna go investigate something else, but like it's absolutely possible for you to notice that that Madeline is being led from the building.
I don't wait, but I just go with him. I'll just go
Ah.
sit in my very clean car.
So
Yeah,
does anyone notice and do anything, or are you just gonna let Madeline kind of be like scooted out the door?
I would probably notice and just kind of let it happen.
I brought you here in my car. I bought you McDonald's. And this is what you do.
Oh,
And then you interrupt my class.
But actually, no, I would nudge Magenta and be like, yeah,
What's she gonna
is
do?
that right?
Pull out
Should
the
that?
AK?
He
So
doesn't have the AK.
wait,
Let me
Blue,
assemble my gun.
No.
Give me 10.
Blue,
Let me get my chain
Blue, Blue, Blue,
sword.
Can I speak words?
Yes.
So since I have the burglar perk, so
Okay,
if
let me
I
check.
break into a secure location, it says roll plus sharp. So in the future,
You didn't break in. Olive let
yeah.
you in. It's just that she shouldn't have been here, and neither should you.
But if you break
Like,
into
Okay.
someone's room, I guess you would be
Okay.
able to.
yeah, if you
so
broke,
do
if you
that?
did, if you decided to break into someone's room or like into the
Okay.
security office or something like that, if it was locked, then like that would be
Okay.
the thing. But y'all
Okay.
just walked in. It's just like technically you're not supposed to be here. So like, Tuesday ushers Magenta to be like, should we do something about the teacher being walked out?
I think we should go with her. I feel bad. She
But
let us
Victor's
borrow her
just looking at a
car.
door frame.
I think we need to just investigate like a bit more first.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to be able to get back in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
she's the
right.
one that
You're
ratted
right.
on
You're
us.
right.
Yeah.
Let's just be quick,
Yeah.
sneaky.
Okay. I want to run to like whoever is next door, like to Samantha's room. Go
Okay, so you're
next
just
door.
gonna go into a room next door.
Well, I'm gonna knock. I'm not just
Okay.
gonna barge in, but
You knock on one of the doors next to Samantha's room, and this one's like no one answers, but then there's another door on the other side, and someone does come up to the door, and it's a young woman, probably just a little bit older than you. And she is like she has like very, very messy, very unkempt blonde hair. And she also has like scars on her face. And she like opens the door and looks at you with this kind of like watery-eyed look.
hey, hi. I'm Tuesday.
Hi.
Hi. Um, so I was wondering if you knew anything about Samantha in the room across.
That old lady?
Yeah, it was like sh apparently she passed really weirdly, right? Did you know anything about that?
I mean, I didn't really talk to her at all. She didn't really talk to anybody.
That's fair. Well, did anything weird kind of happen recently?
And she looks around and she's just like, did my doctor put you up to this?
No, no.
I
Wait, what?
am completely sane
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I shouldn't be here.
Wait, what aren't they believing? Like, you know stuff, right?
Are just like she's looking at you like she's about to close the door. Like, no one ever believes me, no one talks to me, and this is another ploy from my doctor.
You're
To,
Victor,
like,
Victor,
Yeah.
come here.
Okay. Okay. I'm
Okay.
gonna come in from the hallway, I guess.
No, not like in the room. I just meant like to the door. You
Oh,
could go in
I'll
the
go
room
back. I'm gonna go
if
back.
you
to the room.
want. Um, so this is Victor. Sorry, what was your name?
Victor.
Marissa.
Marissa, right? Okay. Yeah. Um, Marissa knows something.
Oh.
Maybe.
Okay. What do you know?
How long do you have?
Oh. I think we're getting kicked out, so not long.
Well, and she like looks around and looks down the hallway. And she's just like, come on.
Okay. Okay. Magenta.
What's what are we trying to do?
Are you coming into the room with Marissa, Tuesday, and Victor, or are you gonna go try and do some breaking and entering?
I'll go in the room.
Okay. So you all three go into the room and Marissa closes the door behind you and then she like listens at the door. She's acting almost as paranoid as Victor at this point. And then she turns back to the three of you and she's just like, I have no idea how you got in here, but you have to get me out. They don't I've done nothing but tell these people the truth and they just keep trying to drug me and they insist that I'm crazy. But I'm not.
What's happening? What do you know?
What's the truth?
When I was in high school, I was part of a murder cult and I got attacked by a werewolf.
Oh.
Oh no.
Hate those things.
Yeah. And like nobody remembers except for me and everyone thinks I'm nuts, but I swear it happened.
How did you get away? Normally werewolves kill people on sight.
It was weird. Like it was at homecoming and like I mean I went to the hospital like you can and like everyone else kind of just forgot it happened.
That is kind of weird. Yeah. This place seems powerful. Like the amount of stuff going on.
Yeah, except for everyone else just pretends like it's Pleasantville or whatever. Like nothing bad has ever happened here.
Mm.
When I was in high school a few years ago, like 7 people got murdered and everyone just
What?
pretends like yeah. And everyone just pretends like they died natural deaths or whatever. But I know.
Wait,
How was the
wait.
government involved? That's a really big cover up. That's crazy.
It's a huge cover up. And I don't know why no one else seems to remember, but I remember exactly what happened.
Wait, but if you were,
And
wait,
no
you
one will
were in
believe
not
me.
a cult and people died, but it was werewolves that killed the. Wait, who
I
killed
mean,
who?
so I don't know what it was. Like, I felt like there was a part of me that was just telling me it was totally fine to hurt the people. But one of them ended up not being dead at all. Like, one of them came back just fine. And then one of the people that we killed never, like, he could still be alive, but he's never come back. I mean, I've been in here. And then there were some people that died before I was part of the cult, and I just assume that those people were also part of the murdering. And then on homecoming, I was attacked by one of the students in my school turned into a werewolf and like attacked one of the other students, but then she ended up being fine, and I'm in here.
Oh my goodness.
There are people that erase memories. Like Tom, didn't you
Yeah.
just or Victor, didn't you just read about that online?
I did. They usually do it through the water supply, or when you're sleeping, they pump a gas into your room, but that's a lot more expensive.
Yeah, that's way. Do you were you in a floating cloud of gas or anything, or like was a
Yeah.
plane dropping like chemicals on you at any point?
No.
Oh, damn.
Uh,
Okay. Well, it could just be mass hysteria, because sometimes when like horrifying cryptozoological events happen, people just they tune it out. They're like, I didn't see that. I want to live in my reality. I don't want to take that pill, you know? So could be that. I did anything happen? You did mention people coming back to life.
Yeah.
We're on the hunt for like a mummy situation. Was there any bandages involved, or like curses, maybe? Any curses?
No.
Damn it.
Not that I remember. I feel like I would remember mummies, but then again, evidently I'm insane. So
Well, don't.
I don't feel
Yeah.
insane.
I mean,
But
you
nobody
seem to have
else
the
remembers.
you're not insane. Everybody
No.
wants you to feel crazy. That's what they do. Just don't.
That's how you
I
cover
believe
things
you.
up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You
I
and
don't know
Victor
anything
seem-
about that lady across the hallway, but
Ah.
if someone's saying that shit's messed up, then I believe them.
Okay.
Always
So
keep
they
an
won't
eye
let
out.
you leave this place or what?
No.
How
I mean,
do-
they say that if I don't admit my psychosis and take my medicine, then they won't let me go into the rest of society, because I did admit to being a part of a disappearance. So it was either this or jail.
Oh God.
Jail's probably better.
No, that's where they reprogram you. This is way easier. Just don't take your
I
medicine.
don't know. This is a
and
different
lie.
kind of reprogramming.
Oh,
They both. We got to get her out of here.
She did murder. I mean, yeah.
Okay, who hasn't?
self-defense.
Wait, Magenta?
Look. You already know this. You've known me forever. We
That
don't.
was some
talk
years
about
I
it.
didn't know you.
Yeah, well, things change, and now it's. I have a crew. You know, we could do this if we wanted. I'm in a, you know.
You know.
Gang?
Don't say the word. Okay?
Oh, sorry.
But if we need anything, you know, even a shotgun for, you know, close distance kind of range, we should have fucking brought it. We could have taken everybody out. We'd save her so easily. No, instead we
I
have.
feel like that would leave a
And
trail.
like meanwhile, Marissa, while you guys are having this conversation, Marissa like turns from you and starts like putting a bunch of stuff in a bag, like she's getting out right now.
Oh God.
Check the
We
windows.
can do this. We can do this. It'll be fun.
Yeah. We can do this. We can do a distraction. Like, you know how the guy was trying to take out Miss V? Magenta, you can create a big scene.
Okay.
And you can be guided out, and then whilst they're distracted with you, we can get Marissa here out.
Okay. What should I do?
you seem to have a lot more expertise than I thought you did. So
I only have my knife though, so
I feel like
don't
Victor,
kill
I feel like
anyone.
Victor
I mean,
has, I feel like Victor has a role, like a move for being a
Sort of.
distraction.
Sort of.
Oh.
My idea is that I could go be a distraction, and then when I need to not be distracting, I have a move called Often Overlooked, where I act all crazy to avoid being seen.
Ooh.
So I could go out there and I could tell them all about what's going on in this town, and then just keep doing that until they overlook me.
Yeah, it would get you out of being like I guess like yeah, so you can act
Let's do
all
it.
crazy to avoid and be regarded as unthreatening and unimportant.
Yes. But and it would
Okay.
draw attention. I think, or is it when I miss and screw that up?
It's
It
when
draws
you
a lot of
miss,
attention.
you draw attention. Okay,
Ugh.
so that's kind of, but not really.
Yeah.
Eh.
Dang.
I just wanted to like make sure that we're still learning all the moves, so I'm still
Exactly.
learning.
Yeah, I was trying to bake that in too, because my thought is I could go out in the hallway, cause a distraction, get everyone to look at me, and then when they look at me, I can act all crazy, and then they'd be like, it's just.
But what if
Yeah,
they keep you here? What if they grab you and then you become a patient?
Dutch, you guys could break me out, probably, right? We're pretty capable people.
Yeah, but I don't have enough time for that shit, Victor.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, we're kind of getting off track here.
So when
Forgot
are we
about the money.
going? Are we going now? And she's got like a plastic bag full of like I don't know, one knit sweater and some jeans, and like she's wearing like lounge pants and like another sweater material sweater, like sweatshirt material sweater. And I think that she's like tied up her hair like serious business, and it's already starting to come out of the hair tie, and she's just like, I'm ready to go.
Okay, so who's gonna be the distraction? Because Victor can go crazy. Tuesday is like good at speaking.
Am I? I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do here. I don't know the play.
Okay, I'm scared if we send Magenta and she's gonna stab someone.
I won't stab anybody today. I swear.
Today?
I'll chill.
Okay,
But I don't know what should I say? Should I pretend to be a patient here? Because I feel like I could, after we cause the distraction, I could run and I could probably leave. But also Victor would just be funnier if he went and did that.
Yeah.
Victor, do you wanna?
I'm here to take. Yeah, absolutely. What do you want me to do?
Cause a scene.
I can pull the fire alarm again.
Cause a scene.
I can
Oh,
throw
you
rocks.
could pull the fire. If you pull the fire alarm, well, everyone needs to leave anyway.
Yeah, and then we could just like have free reign of the place.
Free reign.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think we're thinking this through, but if you guys want to,
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna
so,
run out
guys.
to the hallway and do my signature move, pull the fire
Okay.
alarm. Do I have to be sneaky? Do I have to be stealthy? Am I gonna get caught? Should I roll?
I feel like Brian is already looking for Madeline's accomplices, so I feel like there is a role to be made to do this without someone just being like, "Excuse me, no, you can't just pull the fire alarm," because like all of the people in here that want to like get out or like are having psychosis, like if they have like a moment, they might try and pull the fire alarm too, So I think it's
don't they have
probably-
like keys too?
Oh,
Like
they-
they have keys
yeah.
at mental
it might
hospital?
not. I'm just like, I don't know that anyone could just go into a mental hospital and pull the fire alarm
Yeah.
because there are some people in the hospital who might choose to act out in that way.
It's
So like
probably-
great idea, but when you go to the firearm, there is probably like a key or something that you need to like turn and
Dang it.
Yeah.
Does any-
Also,
Does
is
anyone wanna
Olive
pick-
still with us? Is
Oh,
it
yeah.
Olive?
I think she went like she was like, okay, well you guys have got this, and she went back to the front desk.
What if we like throw her under the bus? Like you tell her that she's been like stealing, and you make the guy like, you just tell her like, I don't know, we could just throw her under the bus, and he'll be so worried about his staff, and then
I think like while you guys are having this discussion, there's a knock on the door.
Uh-oh.
oh god,
Marissa.
Oh my God. Hi, everyone hide, everyone hide, everyone hide.
Okay, I'm going under the bed. I'm sliding under the bed.
I'm going in a wardrobe.
Like,
So Marissa like is like, what? And then Brian's like, Marissa, can you come out here, please? No, I'm not. And she's
don't
like,
go
Marissa,
out, don't go out.
Marissa, you need to open the door. There's no lock, so I can just go in there, but I prefer to have your permission. And she's just like looking around at you guys. Like, I would like for you to roll to act under pressure.
Ooh.
So you would roll plus cool to hide.
Ooh. 11.
Oh,
Oh.
So, oops.
Is that the lowest you could have possibly rolled?
cool.
I
Robin,
believe he
that
could have
is-
possibly rolled one lower.
Yeah.
Wait, do I have to roll?
Yes,
Yeah.
you have to roll. You're trying to hide. Roll to act cool. Act under pressure.
Is it this little button thing? Oh yeah. Did I do it?
Cool.
Oh.
All right. So, Victor, I would like to remind you that you have the option of using a luck point to get a 12, or you can just be caught here.
Stop trying to get mad at everybody.
I-
Please stop with
I would like to try to get like almost be caught, but I really do want to use my often overlooked move now to try to avoid it.
So you did fail. So go
Yes.
ahead and mark the experience for the failure.
Gotcha.
The mixed success on this, magenta. So you are looking around for a place to hide, and you see that the bars on the window, maybe Marissa had already been messing with them, and you see that like if you just apply a little bit of pressure, you could probably open that. So I will give you the worst outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. The price to pay would be you could get out, but you're like getting out of the entire situation and you won't be able to just like come back in. Like you like
Okay.
you're bouncing and leaving these two people here. Or you can choose to just be like caught out.
I would rather be caught out. I don't leave the homies.
Okay. So you Hannah close yourself sorry, Tuesday, you close yourself in the closet or the cupboard or the wardrobe or whatever it is that she has. You roll yourself into a dresser drawer and you just close the drawer. But when Brian opens the door, Marissa and Magenta and Victor are kind of just like standing there in the room. And he looks at Marissa and then looks at both of you. And he's like, Marissa. And she's like, what? Like, you know, you're not supposed to have strangers in your room. And she's just like, so what? Like, plenty of people here do things they're not supposed to do. And he sees the bag on her arm and he's like, I'm going to have to ask you two to leave, please. And he like motions to Magenta and Victor.
Victor, what's this thing you were gonna say?
I'm gonna just start ranting. I'm gonna act all crazy to avoid something, which is a move that my character has. I'm
Okay.
hoping in the commotion of dealing with the patient and the stranger, the second stranger overlooked, and he just walks out of the room talking to himself.
Okay, so roll plus weird.
Okay.
So you like Victor starts like mumbling. On a 7 to 9, you can pick you are either unthreatening or unimportant.
I'm gonna go unimportant.
Okay. So you start like mumbling and you're kind of trying to move to just like kind of walk out the door as though you're another patient.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think that because you like do you have like normal colored hair? You just look like a normal like white dude, just kind of like
Yeah, kind of. I think I look a little disheveled already if we're going for like my character's looks and whatnot. And I think it's dyed. I forget. But yeah.
I think the
You have
point
blonde hair.
becomes that he would have noticed if someone had magenta hair in the ward. So he like zeroes in on magenta as being someone who's not supposed to be here. But because you're wearing like a janitor's uniform, which looks kind of like, you know, scrubs or sweats or like whatever, and you just start mumbling like a crazy person, he's like, oh, that's probably another patient that I just don't remember. So you're able to sneak past him, but Brian turns toward Magenta and he's just like, you're not supposed to be here. I'm going to assume that you're one of the students that, would you have given him your first name or your last name, Madeline?
I
Or
think
your
I gave
name.
them both. I said Madeline Valentini.
I'm going to guess that you're one of the students that Miss Valentini was talking about. You're not supposed to be here. And Marissa, you are not going to be going anywhere. Your doctors have told you that you still have a lot of work to do. So if you could please stay here. And he like kind of does the same like usher, like kindly trying to like lead you by the arm out of the room. Magenta, are you gonna go or?
Is there a way I could use my notorious move? When you reveal who you are, kind of thing. You remember that?
I would say that if you wanted to reveal that you were a badass burglar to this like nurse, you could absolutely do that. I feel like in this case it might introduce other complications, but like if you want to do that, if you want to pull that move, like you absolutely can. It's just yeah, it's like how would your like we can definitely like make that up and like how would your past as a burglar like where's the move here?
I mean, I also have a gang, right? So I could have had some like big burglar heist at Bean Falls where, we all burglarized an entire, neighborhood at once,
Rigged
like
the
during some Baines.
homecoming election.
Yeah, like while that was going
Okay,
on,
so
me and my
if
gang
here we
members
go.
all planned that.
If you reveal who you are, your reputation counts as a reason for people to do what you ask for the manipulate someone move, but you would still have to make them manipulate someone move. And it wouldn't necessarily be an automatic success.
Okay.
It's just a reason for them to do what you say. Revealing your identity to someone can create other problems later, of course. And I believe that revealing that you're a wanted criminal would create problems here. But it also might like give you it like the move says it'll give you an edge in a manipulate someone move. So
How bad
it's up to you.
would it
You
if I
still have to
revealed
make the roll
myself?
to manipulate someone. It's just giving them a reason to listen to you.
I'll just do it. Yeah.
Okay, so what is it that you say? Like Brian goes up to you and he kind of like starts to gently like grab your arm, be like, "Okay, like you're not supposed to be here." Like Marissa is very like unwell
I
and
wouldn't
whatever
touch me
she
if I were you. I wouldn't fucking touch me if I were you.
excuse
You
me.
need Don't touch me. Do you know who I am?
And he kind of like moves his hand toward the like I don't know, like walkie-talkie or something at his belt.
Don't fucking touch your walkie-talkie. Put it down.
Excuse me?
I'm gonna take Marissa and we're gonna leave. Okay?
I can't allow you to do that.
Really? Well, then maybe I'll have to rob your family for a second time.
I'm
Yeah, that
sorry.
was me. That was me.
So you're trying to
Yeah,
convince
you remember Grandma's precious heirlooms that are gone now? I'll take Grandpa's too.
you're admitting to stealing from me?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. What are you gonna do about it? I'm
Oh,
taking
okay.
Marissa and we're gonna go.
Am I allowed to like I want to like swing open the closet door and like whack him with it as I do?
Let's let Bella make the roll
Yeah,
to
okay.
convince someone first. So if you could roll to manipulate someone, Bella, and then we'll lead on with the rest of the moves.
Which one is that?
So it's manipulate someone. That's gonna be rolling with charm.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. Okay.
So
Oh,
you
no.
can use a luck point or you can take that failure.
Or I can what?
Take that failure. So
I'll just
like
use the luck point. Let's just take me towards doom.
okay. So you get a 12 plus. So you don't get the experience from failing. And they'll do it for the reason you gave them. Okay, so you say like grandma's heirlooms, like I'll just steal from you again. And I think that like
Can I take out my knife?
from your absolutely you can. From your understanding of the heist that you participated in that targeted Brian's family, was there any violence from what you like Magenta remember?
I would say we damaged the entire house, just broke shit and robbed everything, but no person was hurt.
Okay, well, the look on Brian's face seems to make you believe that maybe something even more serious went on because he like the blood drains from his face and he kind of steps back and like raises his hands, especially because you bring the knife out, very threatening. And he's like, I don't want any trouble. I like if
I don't want any trouble either.
If Marissa's
So
what you
me
want,
and Marissa are gonna go.
okay.
You understand?
Yes.
We're gonna go now.
Okay.
I
Also-
hope you and your
what's-
family have a great day.
What's Magenta's luck special, by the way? Sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry. What's your
Yeah.
luck
Uh,
move? Your special
When you spend luck, someone from your past will reappear in your life soon.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
Okay, so you're taking Marissa and like leading her out of the room. Are you also jumping out of the cupboard, Tuesday?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, just
Yeah,
let's go.
I
We gotta
am.
go. We gotta go.
Okay, I can come out. Okay, cool. Yep. Mm-hmm.
and he kind of looks kind of like, what? There was another person in the closet, but he's still like hands up, like, okay, fine. Like if you want Marissa so badly, then she's all yours. Like,
Have a good day. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, don't apologize to him. Let's go.
I'm not sorry.
This is just
You know what?
Louison.
Yeah.
And this is just you two
Yeah,
again.
cool.
okay, so you three exit the room, and Brian is kind of just staying there with his hands up so he doesn't get stabbed. Where had you gone, Victor? Are you just in the hallway, or?
I would have started like rooting around. Like I would go down the hall. I would not be around still. I would have used this to my advantage. I would have been roaming around searching for things. So if you want to deviate from my character for a bit, feel free. But I'm okay with
Okay.
getting lost.
Are you heading straight out, Magenta and Tuesday? Or are you just
Yeah,
leaving?
I am.
Okay.
I'm running.
Yeah, I want to get her out. You know, I don't like any sort of weird shit. Like I could just tell Marissa was in a bad place and we had to get her out of there.
Okay, so Marissa, Tuesday, and Magenta just like burst into the lobby where I don't know if you're sitting in the lobby or if you're in your car, Madeline.
I am currently cleaning Big Mac out of my car.
Okay, so they bust out of like the building entirely with a new person. And like maybe you like hear the door open, but like you see the three of them.
This is gonna sound weird, but we just have to take her. I don't know where she's gonna sit, but we got it. We got it.
Is that who is this?
She's part of the school club.
She's just a friend. She needs a ride.
Is she a friend of
Hi.
ours? Hi.
I'm Marissa.
Hi, Marissa. Where's Victor?
I don't know.
Where is Victor?
Where is Victor?
God, he's so fucking annoying. Can't just stay with us.
Victor, where are you?
They're slippery.
I would be in whatever main hall room there is, just talking to patients to find
Okay,
out
so
more.
you're at, like the television. Someone's still like hitting the television and being like,
Yeah.
and you're just like hanging out with the patients.
Yeah.
Are you
We
trying?
should
Are
just
you
drive
trying,
off and leave him here.
Are you trying? Are you trying to investigate?
I am. Yeah, I would be probing people for mummy information.
Okay, so can you roll plus sharp?
Sure.
Please let us get this. Okay.
Okay, so a mixed success. You have one hold, so you can ask one question from the list.
Okay.
What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can it hurt? Where did it go? What was it going to do? And what is being concealed here?
I would be asking, where did it go?
Okay. So are you asking about where the mummy went?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you that you will get a variety of answers, some of which are like, there was no mummy. I don't know what you're talking about. And some of which kind of just go along with you into your like conspiracy psychosis. But
Okay.
they are, I don't know if Victor can tell this, but they're absolutely not true.
Oh no.
If only Tuesday
so-
had like explained the vision.
Yeah, if Tuesday had explained that it was a redhead, then they might be able to tell you like, oh yeah, I saw blah blah blah.
I did say look out for red
Look for
hair.
red hair, which I would be still looking out for, but like I don't know
Did
why.
you? Are you asking about a mummy or are you asking about a redheaded person?
I was asking for mummy. I probably.
So
shouldn't
if you
have started
ask about a mummy, you will get some people that are like, I don't know what you're talking about. You'll get some people who will not respond to you, and then you will get some people who are gonna go straight into that conspiracy with you and just be like, yes, absolutely. I saw one on my travels to Egypt when I was a young man, and it's a woman, and she's like 23, but she's like going off as though she's like a 1900s archaeologist, and. So yeah, you I don't know if you can tell that these people are just going like making shit up.
I
But
would probably come up with excuses for them. Like I'd be like, "Oh, somebody must have implanted you with false memories. I'm so sorry."
Yeah.
You know, and I'm off to the next person.
So that's that. If you're asking about a mummy, that is what you get.
Dang it. Okay.
Are you going to eventually leave? Are you
Yeah.
gonna?
Yeah. If I'm not getting anything, I'll come back out. I'll hang out with everybody.
You get stuff about mummies, but not
Yeah.
mummies from here. So after a little bit of time, like I don't know if you're all considering going back in, but Victor will come out. And Olive is doing her job. I guess she'll probably have to deal with someone later. But Victor will come out. Like, do you want to ask Olive to come with you? I think only you, Madeline, know that she's actually supposed to be taking a break. She's not supposed to be here.
I wouldn't ask. No, I would just
Okay.
presume that she'll find her own way home because she got to the campus herself, so she'd find
Works
her own way
there.
home. Yeah.
So.
Okay, so Victor finally comes out, and now it's the four of you and Marissa. What do you do?
Victor,
Where did you go? What?
I went to ask questions. It wasn't as fruitful
that's
as I
interesting.
thought.
What room did you ask questions in?
The main hall.
Did they
you
have
know,
any
with all the-
napkins in the main hall?
Probably.
Really? Because that might have been a little bit helpful with, and I'm gonna like hold up like this mound of like gherkin and patty and lettuce and tomato that I've had to scoop up inside of like random bits of plastic that I've found to get out of my car.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about this, Victor?
No, I think that was the other person.
Really?
You were the only
Because-
one that got a Big Mac with extra sauce.
I
Okay,
loaned
don't
it.
even try to pin it on us.
To somebody else.
You eat like a toddler.
Okay, so
Okay.
Victor's gonna be paying for all of the gas
No.
today.
Oh, that's
Magenta
fine.
and
Yeah.
Tuesday.
I
Don't
didn't
worry.
even get the burger.
It's fine.
Well, I got chicken nuggets. Who got any burger? Just you, right?
Just
Nobody
you.
got a
Fries.
Big Mac
A lot of
except you,
fries.
Victor.
Yeah, but I'm saying I didn't even get to eat it. Like you're holding 80% of it.
Oh.
Do you want it?
Oh, what a shame.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
And I give
Oh.
you the burger bits.
And I'll just start munching.
And Madeline is
Oh my
super
God.
like, I regret what I just did. I regret being
So
so
disgusting,
threatening.
Victor. You are
Yo,
disgusting.
miss, is that number 59 on the list, or does that not count?
Yeah, it's good number 59. I'm gonna write down eating burger bits.
I mean, can we go to McDonald's again?
Oh, hi. Yeah,
I haven't
sure.
I haven't
He
had
hasn't
fast
had any.
food in like years.
Do your parents not let you go and get fast food?
Oh no, you missed out, Madeline. She was like, we broke her out. You got to drive soon. Is what I'm
I'm
saying.
sorry. What did you say?
I suggest you drive to the just far away.
Okay, and Madeline is just at this point like, I just want to leave. I'm just gonna. Marissa seems sane, so she's just hoping that like she thinks Magenta's like joking. She's like, "Oh, funny joke. This is Olive's friend. This is a funny joke that Magenta's pulling." Okay, haha. And I'm gonna.
I mean, it is pretty funny. It's hilarious. I think it's
Yeah,
funny how we did that.
it is. And I bundle into the car, I guess.
I would love some French fries. Oh my God, a milkshake. I haven't had a milkshake in forever. Or like a McFlurry. Do they still? Oh my God, I would
They
love
still
a
have
McFlurry.
McFlurries. Yeah, they do. Do you wanna? There's one really close by here if you want to. Go.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the
okay.
machine might be broken, but
It's
like,
probably
That's
broken.
never.
might
That's
be.
never happened. All right, don't.
It happens all the time.
No.
Well, not
the
to
employees
McDonald's.
just lie.
They do
What?
lie. They do.
They just
They
don't
just
want
don't
to
wanna make it, yeah.
or clean it or anything. It's terrible.
All right. So where are you going? Are you going back to the campus?
We're going to
after
McDonald's, but then yes.
After the McFlurry.
I,
Sponsor, guys.
I will ask Tuesday and Victor and Magenta. I'd be like, all right, so is the field trip portion done? Did you get what you wanted about the mummy?
No.
No.
no,
I-
like not at all.
No,
I thought it was
didn't learn
fun,
anything.
so I got what I wanted out of it. So
Okay. Well, is there anywhere else that you
Um,
need to go? Because we need to submit like a decent report of the field trip. And we can't just sort of have it be we walked into a building and then we left. So if there's something
good at
else you
writing.
want to do.
you're good at writing. You
I
just-
mean, if you're looking for like clues and shit, like we could go to my high school. I swear to God, like that's the gym. That's where the werewolves attacked.
oh, don't talk. Don't just. Shh.
Where-
Would
Sorry,
I?
this is our teacher. Just, Marissa, just be quiet.
Would I be able to use my other question? But I don't know if I have the evidence to ask
You
where
can-
did it go.
like the thing is like you could ask Marissa. She's kind of your only source of knowledge right now. I would have to say like you would need to probably like in order for her to be able to give you any information, you would have to describe the woman in your vision.
Okay.
Otherwise, she's not going to be able to tell you anything.
Okay.
Right? Like that's the thing is like you can ask her like a bunch of questions about a mummy and like life sucking and she's not going to know anything. But if you mention Hannah, then she will. But like if you're not willing to give up that information, that's the thing is like are you willing to give up the information
Yeah.
that hey,
Yeah.
I saw this person. Okay. So go ahead and say.
Okay, so like your high school and stuff. This is gonna sound so weird. Did you know any like like kind of weird redheads or like yeah, I don't know, like someone who maybe had a power, like I don't know if you believe in powers, but like I guess you do if they were werewolves. Um, just like yeah,
There was I mean like the only person that you could be talking about is this girl Hannah. She was always such a goody goody, but I swear I saw her like petting the werewolf on the night of the homecoming dance.
right. Yeah.
petting.
Did she have like long hair,
Yeah, long red hair. Mm-hmm.
kind of curly?
Mm.
Oh,
Sounds
God.
hot.
It's I feel like maybe we do need to go to this high school, everyone.
I'm down if she's there.
Sounds
She'd be in her 30s by now, Magenta.
Better.
I drive them to the MILF school. I mean high school.
fun house. We.
How do you know about Hannah?
It was just like I had like a feeling, like a really strong feeling.
A really specific feeling. You just described her.
It's kind of weird, huh? Yeah, it's like sometimes I just get these like I have like these pauses or like these moments of just you know when like you look at the world through someone else's eyes?
No.
Okay.
They have pills for that.
Miss, I
Sort of, they ground you kind of thing. Like if you're
Don't
feeling
take
like
'em.
dissociated and like.
Tuesday, are you on Xanax or what the fuck are you talking about?
no, no.
Are you
I
talking about
just
empathy?
I believe you.
Because I can get you more if that's what you're looking for.
No.
If you're looking
Can
for
I
a
just
bump.
say, like, it's really triggering of you all when I've just told you about how for years everyone said that everything I was saying was false, and then you're trying to talk down this lovely person who believed me. I would really appreciate if we could just suspend disbelief right here for a minute because weird shit happens in this town and nobody remembers but me.
Okay, well, she's imagining redhead MILFs. I do that too late at night. It's not the fucking.
no,
magic.
that's not. I'm not. That's not.
I think about them too. It's totally normal, Tuesday. I have those thoughts all day long.
Okay,
Running
all right.
through
We're
my
gonna
head.
need to bring the
Okay,
noise
I
level.
look at
All
Miss
right, all right,
Valentini,
students.
look
We're
at
gonna
the
need to
same
bring the
deal.
noise level just a little bit down. Okay.
So you pull up in front of the school where there's a slightly banged up looking bronze hedgehog.
Yeah.
Oh.
So painful. So painful.
And like get out, and Marissa is going to like take you on like the when people go back to their old high school and they point out, oh yeah, and this was my high school like social studies classroom and I loved Mrs. whoever who taught social studies, and then this is blah blah blah. But Marissa's like guide you through the school situation is like, yeah, and this is my homeroom, and I'm pretty sure that our homeroom teacher was kind of like, I don't know, maybe Matt. He looked like Jareth from Labyrinth one time. And then also in homeroom is that girl who brought me into the murder cult. And also the girl who used to be my friend but then turned into a werewolf. And that girl Hannah you were talking about, she was in my homeroom class as well.
Okay.
And then there was that guy who died, but then he didn't die. There was actually 2 guys who died and then didn't die.
Good for them.
Nobody remembers any of this, but I swear all of this happened. And then she like leads you through like, and then this is where I tried out for the cheerleading squad, and then the cheerleading squad ended up being a murder cult. And then this was the gym. This is where the dance was, and it was like fine. And then that girl, the redheaded girl, she was homecoming queen. And then
Oh.
she like totally choked out the leader of the murder cult, who then got attacked by werewolves, who also attacked me. I don't know if all of the wolves were werewolves or some of them might have just been like regular wolves, but I saw one of them was a werewolf. And that was up here. And then like I was here and I left, and there was a I went to the hospital obviously, but I think like most people stayed here. And when I got out of the hospital, they were all talking about how they went to the dance and it was great, and then they went to the after party and it was great, and none of them seemed to remember that there had ever been anything bad. But I went to the hospital, and so I think whatever happened to the school that like erased everyone's memories, I think that it didn't get me because I wasn't still at the school. At least I've had a long time to think about it, and I think that's probably what happened. But nobody believes me.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
How long ago was this again?
I don't know, like a few years. They don't really like. I've got a calendar, but like I threw it at one of my nurses, and they never gave me one back. So I'm not really sure.
Why do you think your memory didn't get erased? Were you wearing
I
like
told you, I
sunglasses
think
or something?
because I think it's because I went to the hospital.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wasn't here.
Oh, right.
Oh, so you like missed the cutoff when they did that, probably.
That's the only thing I can remember. That's the only thing I can think of. Like I've been thinking about this forever. Like that's all I have time for. I just think constantly.
So, do you think they kept you in the mental hospital because they don't want you telling people this shit? Probably. That's what I'm getting from this.
I mean,
Why
they
would
say
they
it's
keep you?
because werewolves aren't real and nothing happened to the school, and I'm making all of this up. And also, there was that one kid who disappeared that I admitted to being a part of his murder. So, like, that was also probably why.
Yeah, that murder.
Oh, I
part's
keep
probably
forgetting
pretty
you
bad.
were a murderer. That's so cool. Okay. Well,
Madeline is
figure-
currently like suspending disbelief so far that she's just really praying this is some weird LARPing thing that this woman is doing, or that she like just something like that. Madeline's like, this is just a story. It's like when you're a kid and you're like, yeah, we're witches and we have a little cabin, and you're putting like sticks in the stuff and dirt. So Madeline's
Oh.
just pretending like, yeah, you're a murderer. Okay.
So, yeah, that's everything. That's all I remember, at least. And I've thought about what I remember long
So-
and hard.
Where would it's a redheaded woman that you're looking for, right, Tuesday?
I don't know. I feel like it's a mummy and now it's a redhead, and I guess the MILF analogy really is working, but I just, you know.
Okay. Well, where would the redheaded girl be the most? Or what's her spot? Does she have a locker?
I mean, probably, yeah, but like, I'm pretty sure she doesn't go to high school anymore, considering that I've been not at high school for a while. I haven't really, she didn't really keep in touch.
Okay. Right. So I feel that what's happened here, class, is that we've sort of crossed wires here. I think there's Marissa's situation, which is the werewolves, and that she's sent us here to the school to investigate that. And then the mummy situation, we've just sort of left that now. So
They could be
just
working
just want
together.
to keep on track. We just want to make sure that we're staying consistent here.
Fine. We'd write it as two different occurrences.
Okay.
But I bet they're going to be linked. They always are. What we should do is we should go into the woods and see if we can find any werewolves.
I just drove you all here and I bought you a milkshake. I'm not going out into the woods.
There's like the sound of like the bottom of the milkshake sound. Like she like brings up her milkshake and just like slurps it like the bottom. Yeah. When you mention the milkshake, she remembers she has a milkshake and she just like
Okay.
sucks the like dregs of it.
So, like, okay, but we can't go after a werewolf and a mummy and a redhead.
Well, what do you want? What's the first most interesting thing? Because we can only pick one, I guess.
Well, why are we looking for the red-haired woman? Where'd that come from?
Just a vibe.
Okay.
Just a vibe in regards to what in the drive
Okay,
here?
okay. So I, you know, when I was in the room in the hospital, I just kind of had this vision. Oh God. It's not weird. It's not weird. It's just sometimes I
A
like,
vibe.
yeah, it's sometimes I just get these like flashes of just like somebody else or like something that's gonna happen or something that's happened. But I know you're not gonna believe that because that's weird. So like don't worry about it,
That's
but just
okay.
trust me because clearly it was right because Marissa and I just connected
Right.
immediately. So
Okay, well, what
I'm
was the
not
redhead woman doing? Where was she? Was she the person who got mummified? Was she...
no, it was like she was mummifying someone.
Okay, so I would presume we should go after her, because if we go after the mummy, all you're going to find is that poor old woman's corpse in the morgue or something, and we probably shouldn't just
That's
step.
true. Yeah.
Right, so you'd
Could
want
have
to look for
evidence.
where the red-headed woman could be, and then the werewolves, we'll get to the werewolves. But for now, you might want to look for the redhead woman.
You're really smart, miss.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I am fun though, still, though, as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
where
Have fun.
she
Yeah,
is.
fun people have to say they're fun, and that's how we know.
I don't know where she is now, but like I could show you her picture in the yearbook. There's probably one of those around here, and that's all I got really. Like I said, I haven't been out in a long time.
That's
I
true.
could take the photo and put it on my website, and then any one of hundreds of thousands of people will see it and tell us.
Hundreds of
Do you
thousands.
have a
Post it
website?
on the internet.
Secret. It's secret. It's secret though.
Okay.
You mean like
Hundreds of thousands know
the
about the
100
secret.
the 100 people that
Yeah,
know
wait,
your
is it
website?
secret?
Well, I mean, I guess we could just pursue it on our own. I guess if you don't believe in my website,
Did you
But it get
code
results.
it yourself?
No.
You did.
Victor, you're right like
That
40%
would have been
of the
impressive.
I don't know.
Just downloaded the files.
Oh.
Some
So
server
there's
out in
probably some
Wow.
kind of like art students blah blah blah. There's like a wall of the yearbooks somewhere.
Oh.
Like maybe it like I don't know. You want to break into the library? I don't
Something
know.
primal rises in Tom when he sees Emily. My beloved.
Go
find a- so, find like, a photo my there's-
character took.
There's somewhere that you find the like maybe the library's open after school. I don't know what day of the week. The university still had classes, so there's probably still classes. Maybe it's like it's pretty late, but maybe the library's open later, or maybe you break into the library. I don't know what you want to do. What do you guys feel like? Do you want to look at the yearbook and try and like take this picture of this redheaded woman and search, or like is that where you're going?
I think I would at least want to like log it and be like, okay, we have this for later. But what's everyone else feeling?
I don't know if the yearbook's going to tell you anything more than that she has red hair, but
We could have a photo of her. We'd see her face and know her face.
That's true, because then we'd all know what she looks like. So then we
Yes.
can all see, well, like if she shows up, we all know.
okay. And Madeline is again presuming that what they're going to do is like just find the first redhead in the yearbook and be like, oh, that's the woman. Whoa.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say that it's probably late enough that the library is locked. So you go up to the library door, and Marissa just goes to pull on it, and it's like, "Bleh." Oh shit, yeah. I mean, school's out for it's like 7 p.m.
I could try to break in.
Sure.
Madeline just turns around.
Might as well. I've done this many times.
Okay, so
So,
burglarize. So you have a move, don't you?
Yes.
So when you break into a secure location, roll plus sharp.
On 10 plus, pick 3. On a 7-9, pick 2. So
mhm.
just, okay. Sharp.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
So you get to pick 3. Either you get in
Ooh.
undetected, you get out undetected, you don't leave a mess, or you find what you were after. Pick 3.
So I could pick 3 of those? Okay, I'll pick you get in undetected, you get out undetected, you find what you were after.
Okay, so I think the thing is that like you look around and you're like, all right, I'm casing the joint. You're in like burglar mode now, and you look around and you're just like, wait a second. There's a like camera here and a camera there, and you like do the thing where you like go up to them and like put a post-it over them.
A little picture.
But the point where the camera can't see you putting the post-it over them, and then you break the like the glass door to the library, you just break it, So you do leave a mess. So they know that someone has broken in, but not like who or why. So you're undetected in that way. And you like just break the glass door, and then like unlock it and open it up, and then like make sure that you're the one to go first, so you can do the same like covering up of any cameras that are around. It's a school, and people are very threatened by teenagers, so there are cameras around, but none of them are like so skillfully placed that you, as an expert, cannot find a way to like make them point a different direction or cover them up with something without them being able to see you. Because you got the 10 plus, you're just fine with that. And then yeah, there is like a place where all of the old yearbooks are stored. They have one from each year because it's a school and they have the yearbooks. And so you pull out the one, like Marissa goes like, oh yeah, it was this year that I was at school. And you pull it out and you open it up. And the pictures are absolutely like terrible. They were obviously taken by someone who had no idea how to use a camera.
That's crazy. I wonder who that was.
But they did their best with what they had. And like, I guess some students who just happened to have like very early camera phones contributed like a few very grainy photos. And there are, I don't remember, I feel like Tom also had the camera at the like after party. There are no pictures from the homecoming dance, but there are some pictures from like the after party where everyone is totally normal and okay.
There's one of Holly just like in front of the fire. It's like,
Yeah. And a body.
Yeah.
babe, take another.
all of
hand.
them have like a thumb over half of it.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
good.
You do what you can. And then there's the school photos that were taken by an actual professional. And yeah, you like Marissa, like you see hers and she's not scarred and her hair looks pretty much exactly the same because this was before she got Harley-fied.
Yay!
And then there's like, yeah, there's like, she's pointing out, she's like, I'm pretty sure this is the girl that turned into a wolf. And then yeah, here's the redhead, Hannah.
Oh damn.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and this-
Wait, so
and
wait,
this
why are we
is-
looking for her? Because I want to find her too.
And then this is that teacher. This is the teacher I told you about, the one that like was dressed like Jareth from Labyrinth. I don't know what he is, but he seemed really weird.
He'd look nice in the sort of. Anyway,
Okay, so that's the one. That is who I, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I. So we're
Marissa just
looking for
rips
this one?
the page out
Oh, okay.
and like hands it to you, and she's like, if you want to, like, I don't know, upload it or whatever, we should probably.
Okay.
Thank
Perfect.
you. Okay.
Good idea.
I'm gonna stuff it in my pocket. I'll keep that.
For later.
Is there any more investigating you guys want to do while you're at the school?
Again, I don't know if I can use where did it go. Like, I don't know if I have the evidence for that because Marissa wouldn't necessarily.
You've already
know that.
used.
Yeah.
You've already used 2 questions anyway.
Did I?
Does Tom have any holds left?
No.
Tom
I think-
asked about the mummy. I believe you had asked Marissa a question where when she gave you all the information about Hannah.
Ah.
I was telling you like you could get information from her if you would admit to like what.
Oh,
So-
I didn't realize I was using a question. I thought that was just talking. That's okay.
Right.
Okay, then I have nothing to do.
I mean, you can always investigate in other manners and roll again. Like I'm not like it's not saying you can only investigate once per adventure. It's just saying that like you had to hold, you used to hold. You could use a different tactic to investigate in different ways. Like you could go back to you could investigate at the school. You could like, I don't know, like try and find this person's parents in the phone book. You could go back to the mental hospital and check out the security cameras that we know were there. Like you could do all sorts of things, but it's just up to you.
I miss D&D where I play a sorceress and I just walk into a room and go, I'd like to pick up the vibe of this room, please. Roll Arcana.
all.
Boop. Like,
Well, I'm saying that you can roll the investigate check.
no,
You
I
just
know. I
have
was trying to think of
tell
what I
me
would
where.
do there that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Do
I
we want
mean-
to keep exploring this school or go back or like what?
I mean, it's is it an active school? It's like
That's what I was wondering.
It is. People still go
Cool.
there.
yeah. So I don't know if we'd find much of anything because everything would be kind of
It's new.
overridden
We could try and
by
find the
new
girl
students.
if you wanted. You could speak with her.
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
I
Yeah.
mean, you've got her
Vibes guide
name,
us
so
there.
you could do like a phone book, find an address sort of search.
Mm.
I'll look through a phone book.
Yay.
I'm a quick reader.
Yeah, so there's a payphone outside the library that has like one of those attached phone books, and I don't think that the Lewisons have an unlisted number, but there are two different because they were getting divorced, right?
Yeah.
Where?
There are two different listings for both of her parents, the Lewisons. I don't know if her mom would go back to. I don't think that she would go back to her maiden name. I think she would keep her married name. I think that's a thing. That,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are two listings for Lewisons in the phone book, and you could choose to call either of them, or I don't know, like if you wanted to use the phone numbers to somehow find an address. I don't know how that works.
I don't either. Well, we have the numbers for them if you'd like to call them. Try not to be too crank-cally, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah, we can call. Sure.
Okay.
I'm
I'm not
doing
going
the
to.
calling?
Again, I'm incriminated enough as it is.
Yeah, and you guys
Okay.
don't
You'd
like me
like to
talking to
call.
people, so fucking.
People don't. Okay.
Oh, I guess I can do it. Oh God. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so which one are you gonna call, her mom or her dad?
Her mom.
Okay, so you dial up the phone number and it rings a couple times, and then someone answers, and it's just like, hello.
Hey. How's it going?
I'm sorry, who is this?
I'm so sorry. I'm Tuesday Cooper. I'm just calling to I'm friends with some people from the Bainesville High School, and we were thinking about doing a get together, a union anniversary celebration, and we were just trying to find your daughter Hannah.
And there's like a pause. How do we want to roll with this? Yeah, I think she says, "I'm sorry. I don't know who you're talking about. I don't have any children."
No.
Mm,
Finding out about past me is horrible.
Bad. Not good.
Wait, so you don't know Hannah Lewison at all?
No.
Okay, well, I guess, okay,
Looks
cool.
like you just got
maybe
vibe
you
checked.
have the wrong number.
I guess
I will remind you, you literally have her school picture in your hand.
I have a picture in my hand, ma'am. I don't know what you want me to do.
Maybe it was a different Lewison. I don't know what
You're
to
the
tell
only
you.
one in the book, apart from, I assume, your husband, partner.
Oh my god. This
The
is
bitch
literally
who
the
was the
moment
dead of her
with
kid?
Brandon's dead brother again. It's like, except for your husband, divorced husband, I don't know, partner, are you guys together anymore?
I'm sorry. I think you have the wrong number. And she hangs up.
Okay, okay. Well, Dad, it's time to call this one. I'm calling. Yeah. We're calling.
Hello?
Hi. Is that Mr. Lewison?
This is he. Can I ask who's calling?
Hi, I'm Tuesday Cooper from the Bainesville Union Anniversary of Past Students. Do you know Hannah Lewison at all?
The name's not familiar, but she might be I don't know, a distant relative. There's not a lot of Lewisons around here.
Would we be able to visit you and show you a picture of her? Would that be strange?
Can
Is
I come
this-
to your house?
I'm sorry. Who did you say you're with?
I'm with
You
the
picked the rifle.
Bainesville High School.
I'm a Mormon? Oh.
Okay, here's the thing. Like, you can roll to persuade him, But I'm gonna straight up tell you that if you're just someone with the high school, he might be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know this person. But if you say you're a police person, then
I
you're-
am a police officer. That's what I meant.
That's what I meant.
Can you roll the persuade roll and just see like how
I am a police
manipulate.
Is
Roll
that
plus
what-
charm.
Is that charm?
Charm.
Okay.
officer.
7. We're going with it. Make success,
Oh my
everyone.
God.
Okay.
Ooh.
So they'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now and show you mean it. If you ask too much, they'll tell you what, if anything, it would take for them to do it. Okay, so you obviously sound like unprofessional. But he's also like maybe just bad at talking on the phone. So he's like, I'm sorry. Here, and he gives you his address, and he says like, I can't really hear you, but if you here's my address. If you come over, we can talk in person. Just like please make it before 8. My show starts at 8.
My program.
Perfect. Yeah. I'll see you very, very soon. Thank you so much.
Okay, and he will hang up the phone. And if you would like to continue on this investigatory track, you can do so next episode.
We need Madeline to see a monster like very quickly because this
Yeah.
whole time
Yes,
she's just
we
like,
need you on our team, Madeline, please.
I'm
I'm
just like,
begging you.
I guess you can. All right.
Guess you're breaking out a person. Oh well.
Yeah, I guess we're committing a crime.
Y'all are nuts.
I was thinking, I was like, there's no way it can be more chaotic than Monster Hearts because that was
No.
pure chaos. And then we've threatened, Bella has threatened so many people.
I have 3 experience already, and I haven't even done
yeah.
anything. I'm just
Oh.
doubting
Really want to use
everybody.
my assault rifle, you know?
Okay, so I don't know if I forgot to do this or if it was in Monster Hearts and I just like didn't see it, or if Monster Hearts didn't have this, but there is an end of session experience tally thing covered. So let me see if I can find it. That's the first session. It's I ask some questions and then you answer them, and if you feel like you have done this thing, then you get experience. Where is it? I literally marked the page. Please end my life.
Power
right
of
now.
friendship. Because Penguin, you can't carry your weapons with you all of the time. Victor has all of his weapons on them all the time because they have hidden weapons, but Bella doesn't have hidden weapons. Bella just has weapons, so she can't
Actually,
just.
I've only got the 2 hidden weapons. I do have a full rifle.
Oh,
somewhere,
right.
But
So
I'm
that's
not going to tell anyone where yet.
That's not
but it's
wisdom
not on
right
my
now.
person.
Got it,
Yeah.
got it. That's fair. But while Blue Jay's looking, I just want to say thank you, everybody, by the way, because the reason why we're in Baines Falls is because we reached our patron goal of 25 patrons, I think. Absurdly fast, and we're very
Yeah.
grateful. Or 15, I don't even remember. There's too many. We got a lot of
Literally.
support, and I was very blown away.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. And obviously, this series won't take place in Baines Falls. We're just having a quick trip here.
Ah,
Yeah.
aha!
Y'all.
Oh.
Found it.
Ooh.
I found it. So at the end of each session, I will ask the following questions. Did we conclude the current mystery? No.
No.
Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
Mm, I would say
Marissa,
no.
we kind of saved.
I wouldn't say being in a
Saved her
psychiatric
from
hospital is
hell.
worse than certain death.
No.
Yeah.
But it was
Uh,
her entire life being misbelieved and stuff, but I guess.
Did
yeah.
we learn something new and important about the world?
We learned all about Baines Falls, and that's arguably true.
We
just need to
learned
know it.
that there's a life-sucking
Tuesday's thing unlocked as
teenager.
well. Her little like fate
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
I would say that's a yes for something new and important about the world. In so much as like we've learned that there's all these sorts of monsters, and I feel like most of you believe that.
I'll get
to
there.
be true. Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
You know that I have
Oh, you have
visions.
visions. Yeah, we
Yeah,
actually had
has
that. Yeah.
visions. Probably
Okay,
the
if
best.
you get 1 or 2 yes answers, each hunter marks 1 experience.
Yay! I have 4 experience. I'm so proud of
Damn.
myself.
You're
Easy.
rolling in it.
I am
Oh, well.
killing it.